Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for the little delay. I was very busy today, very busy over the weekend too, extremely busy. Oh boy, I also sadly have not had too much time to make a lot of plans. Hoping that the audio sounds good. Hoping that I'm not bumping the mic too much. I want to put it over here a little bit so I'm not like... My plosives have been very loud recently, so I want to make sure that my plosive sounds are not too plosive. Or explosive, as one might say. And I do say so. But welcome back to Run and Bun. It's been like a solid week since we've played this. My goodness, it's been a good amount of time. By the way, if you hear my what is it? My words. God, my controller clacking a bit more. I bought a new controller. It's a lot more clickety clackety. It sure be clacking. So I'm hoping that that's not like. Let me actually show it if that's being picked up at all. Okay, I don't think it's being picked up. At least my microphone isn't like peaking at all. But yeah. What a week. What a week. Let me actually quickly test my audio to make sure everything sounds good. Okay, my audio is extremely quiet, so that's not great. Let me turn that up a little bit here. Let's put that like here, maybe, in terms of... Oh, Jesus. Actually, give me a moment. My food appears to be here. And we're back. I'm so sorry about that. My food wasn't supposed to be here until a little bit, but it seems it was early. Oh, I just bought some... there's an Italian place here, so I just got myself some aglio e olio, which is... sounds fancy, but it's literally just garlic and oil. But listen, I like it simple. I like my pasta simple. I'm not gonna eat it now, though. I'm not very hungry, but I know I'll be hungry later. So yeah, food's here. Game's open. Music should be a bit more audible. I'm gonna just do another quick audio check, because you never know. It's been a while since I've used this layout for streaming, you know. Okay, sounds a bit better. Still a bit quiet. Maybe I'll turn it up just a little bit more. Gonna kind of depend on the song, but yeah. Okay, but we're good now. We're good now. We're good now. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to do more planning, but I got super stumped on the Cycling World Rival planning, and I was like, well, if I find a line here after like days of planning, that is gonna be like perfect, just ideal. And then like something dies on my way there, I'm just gonna be really sad. So you know what? We're just gonna kind of go for it today. We're gonna just beat the trainers one by one, make a little plan for each one. I don't think there's any like super difficult trainers leading up to Cycling World Rival. At least not any double battles, I hope. And then we're gonna see from there. We're gonna see what we go up against, and we're gonna see how that affects us. Let me quickly open the trainer document over here. Let me also quickly check if my macros still work. If I do this, it should switch it over to the big screen. There we go. Perfect. That all still works. Look at that. Everything still works. That is just perfect. For some reason my stream ping didn't go out, but who cares? Who are we going up against today, you may ask? Well, the answer is... We're gonna go over to... Actually, no, we're not gonna go over to normal split because we're actually missing 2 trainers from Watson split. And I do not want to take those 2 easily. It's these 2. The Golduck and the Fisherman and the Psychic. So let me actually go all the way over. Through Norman Gym, through all of the route here. Or not Norman, through Watson Gym. And go look at those 2 trainers. I believe those are the only 2 we actually have to fight, if I am correct, which I tend to be. Everything is ready. I think everything is ready at least. If I get hungry, I have food. If I get thirsty, I have water. If I get sleepy, I guess I'll just like fall asleep. You know, we take what we get. All right. Move Pokemon. Let's do a little planning for this fight. Like I said, it's been a while, but let's just get into it. Let's not try and be overcomplicated here. What do we have to work with? Actually go full screen on this here so that we can see a little bit better. There we go. The Golduck. Where's my colors? Come on, show me those colors. I want to see those colors. The Golduck seems to be pretty easy. Why is the top of my screen not... I don't love that, but I guess there's nothing I can really do about that. Can I like pin this to be on here even in full screen mode? My toolbars. Oh, I can, so this is actually a lot nicer to look at now. And I think if I do this, it won't change much. Yeah, okay, that's actually very nice. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But yeah, the Golduck, probably not going to be too much of an issue. Look at that, Serena outspeeds and... Oh, it doesn't outspeed, never mind. But like, if we just use a Aspire Berry, like, we can just kill this. That's fine. You get outsped and one-shot by Drain Punch from Mienfoo, and you can switch in on literally anything. I guess Hydro Pump crit would suck, but it's not like Hydro Pump can confuse. Am I thinking... Wait, can Hydro Pump confuse? Hydro Pump. Or am I crazy? No, I'm thinking of Water Pulse, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. Why did I think it confused? Wait, is that like in some ROM hack or something where it confuses? I'm crazy? Oh, my crazy. I'm sorry. Not you are crazy. You're crazy, of course. That's so pedantic of me. That's so very German of me. Anyway, this thing gets just completely annihilated by good old Ampharos. Bright Powder. Well, it's a good thing we have Shockwave. That's kind of nice. And then this thing gets completely walled by Karakista. Breaking Swipe, Waterfall, Double Edge, Rain Dance. Well, if it Swift Swims, or if it does Rain Dance, well, I guess we still are slower because it's faster than us under... It's fine, we just like raise Rock Slide it twice, it's okay. And if we get attack dropped, I guess we can bring... Togedemaru? Because Fake Out? And who's a Pokemon that can deal with everything here? Kind of, maybe? It's Torterra. So let's just bring Torterra as like a generic bring for this, I guess. That sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty awesome to me, in fact. So let's go back into regular mode, which is this mode. Put those Pokemon in the party. So we need... good old food, Serena. We need Togi as a little backup boy. We need Ampharos. Ampharos might actually be pretty crucial in the upcoming fights. On Cycling World Rival specifically, but I don't know, we'll see when we get there. The entire planning for CRR is going to be... I'm not gonna lie, I am still, to some degree, stuck on the first... 3 heart scales. On the first thing on Cycling. Let me actually check something quickly. I want to see. Maximize IVs. Costs 1 heart scale. I thought it would cost more. Okay. So is it only the nature that costs more heart scales? Interesting. Let me just double check that, because I actually need this information for later. Remember, costs you a heart scale. Forget is free. Change nature is 3. Okay. I just want to make sure about that, because that's going to be pretty important potentially. I don't tend to actually use my heart scales much, it turns out. And I might have to, or at least want to. for Cycling Road Rival. Because there's some stuff that can go wrong there that, if it does go wrong, would be more than problematic, let's just say. But this might give us a higher chance. Because I'm not gonna lie, this cycling road fight it's all about chances. It's all about, like, what chance can we take, what can't we take? I guess for the rest of them, let's just use Oranberries. It doesn't seem like there's any statuses they can really be afflicted with. I will double check, however, just to be safe. I will do that, however, by looking at the actual trainer sheet, because it's easier. Cross Chop, Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, Ice Shard. I don't think Freeze Dry can freeze, can it? I don't think so. Hurricane can confuse. Which means I actually might want to put... Yeah, I'm actually going to put a Persimberry. Okay, yeah. Oops. I'm actually going to put a Persimberry on Ampharos, just in case we have to switch it in on a Hurricane. But if so, that shouldn't be much of an issue. One thing I'm also keeping in mind is that we do have encounters that we can take. And I do have that in mind. There's some encounters, potentially, that could help us a lot. But it would be very, you know, it's very hit or miss whether we do get them. Anyway, we just dropkick here. If we get frozen, that's fine. We have an Aspire Berry. Dropkick one-shots. Easy. First one done. In comes Swanna. I believe this is always Hurricane. I don't see why this would ever do anything else, so we can switch Bulbin on that. If we get confused, we were smart enough to put a Persimberry on us. We did not get confused. Both Discharge and Shockwave kill. I'm actually switch these around, but yeah, Shockwave. Easy. Just one-shots, and we don't care about Bright Powder. Wonderful. In comes Kingdra. This is going to be using Double Edge, which is perfect, because that means we can switch in our... Oh, never mind, I guess. Good enough for me. I mean, this is like literally a nothing turn. Well, does this make any moves more powerful? No, nothing more we have to deal with, really. Okay, attack drop does suck, but you know, we can deal. Breaking Swipe is totally fine. Oh, wow, okay, nice crit. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking hell yeah. Out comes the Gong, who will use Hydro Pump here. Can we switch in on a Hydro Pump in Rain? I didn't really think about that. A Hydro Pump in Rain actually currently, if it crits, it one-shots. This thing also has Freeze Dry, so actually... Okay, you know what can take a Hydro Pump in Rain, though? Actually not Serena. Well, it can, but then it can't take the Freeze Dry. What's our best switch here? So this is Thick Fat, right? If we take a Hydro Pump, we will be in Hydro Pump range again. This is actually a bit problematic. I might want to raid out the Rain here, to be honest, because is Rain still 5 turns or is it infinite? I actually don't know if Rain from moves is infinite. Let me double check that. Let me go to mechanic changes. Let's see, weather abilities set permanently. Terrain removal, terrain damage boost. Okay, so terrain, or like weather moves don't do permanent. This can't set up on us in any way, so we can just protect here. Which I believe is turn 3 or 4 of rain. Togedemaru lives everything from this, and we can stall another turn with Fake Out. Easy, rain stopped. Wonderful, that's a lot better now. Then nothing this thing can do can kill us anymore, so we can kill with Zigzag. Wonderful. And this is why you bring back a Pokemon. Nice crit, by the way. Hydro Pump just missed, which was very helpful. Alright, back in the swing of things. Back in the swing of it. Back in the swoon of swings. Next fight, I believe, is a pretty simple one, because it's just a... Oh, where are you? Yeah, it's just 3 Pokemon. Doesn't really look like anything super complex, so let's go into planning mode here. Actually, I'm gonna have it over here. That makes more sense to me. There we go. And we can go up a little bit to show the whole screen, I think. Yeah, perfect. Let's see, so for Chimecho, what do we have that can deal with Chimecho? The answer is kind of everything. But what would the best thing be is the question. Serena 2-shots, you 2-shot, you can potentially 3-shot. And you're kind of okay with getting hit with anything. Arcanine actually also does really well here. Oh, Arcanine actually 2-shots. If we do Hearthstone Arcanine, we actually can 2-shot this. Psychic is a special defense drop, so we don't care about that. Levitate, Assault Vest. Okay, I don't think this has anything. Okay, sure. I need to make a habit out of checking all of the items and movesets beforehand. Just in case we run across anything like weird. Inner Focus, Levitate, Assault Vest, Lumberry Focus Sash. Simple with Stored Mind Compower, Stored Power Calm Mind. Hypnosis, Foul Play. This is Charge Beam. Okay. So Arcanine should do pretty well here. For this thing, I kind of want to bring a special attacker. I guess Gastron's pretty good here, but I also would like to outspeed. I do actually outspeed with Vivillon. We have like a pretty good chance to one-shot. We don't outspeed with Masquerain. Yeah, Vivillon's faster than Masquerain. So let's bring, I guess, both of them. Because they can also probably do pretty well into this one. Obviously, Intim won't help us at all, but, you know, every little bit helps. And then for this thing, the Swoobat. If this is at +2/+2, does it get more difficult to get killed here? We would in fact die to a Stored Power crit if it sets up a Calm Mind on the switch. But ideally, right? Ideally, if we're gonna have one of these two out, I think we just die if we have taken damage on any of the bugs. Oh yeah, it's Vivillon, right? Not Vivillon. I mean, most people say Vivillon, right? Or Vivillon. I know it's technically Vivillon, but... or Vivillon. Whatever. He's a French bug. But I mean, technically it's not a French bug, because it lives everywhere in the world and has different, you know... Yeah, no. Just saying. But yeah, you do pretty well here. You can only kill this if it's not boosted. You actually have shell armor. So let's assume this thing's at +2/+2. You don't care. So yeah, let's actually bring Dreadnought here. That sounds pretty good. Alright, that seems like a pretty good team to bring here. If I go back into this mode now, how does that look? If I have this thing like full screened. It's not terrible, I guess. Could be a bit lower, but like honestly, I don't hate this. Sure, we'll take it. Let's move some Schmoky Monish Mound. You get replaced. We take Togi, which is already in the party. We bring both of our bugs, because I love both of our bugs. My little Vivillon. We actually do take you as well, and we bring Rednaw instead of Tort. Let's move some items into the bag, into the bag, into the bag, and into the bag. And I believe you kill this thing with a Hearthstone, right? At least a new 2-shot, yeah. So let's give that to Arcanini. I guess a simple Oranberry for Toji. It's already holding one. A simple Oranberry for Nibble. A simple Oranberry for Tute, which is already holding one. Is there anything we need specifically for these two? Yes, we need 2 Chestleberries for both of our bugs. Wonderful. Arcanini? Because of regular Arcanine or because of Hamilton? What do you mean? Because I did have regular Arcanine, like I could have used it. I don't actually know how good regular Arcanine is. Because I never see people like use it, I only see people use Hamilton. Understandably now, I kind of understand why. It's pretty fucking incredible. Team is correct. Just put everything in the correct order as well, actually. so I can just make sure that, yes, everything is here. Alright. Come at me. It's Hisuian? Oh yeah, you can do an in-game trade for either Hisuian, Growlithe, or Arcanine, and they are pretty fucking good, let me tell you that. They are extremely good. We just two-shot this with Rock Slide. Maybe we even get a flinch here if we're lucky. Never mind. And Rock Slide in this game was luckily made to be 100% accurate. Wait, what? Huh? Why? Wait, what? Why? Wait, why would it send in Swoobat? I mean, I guess it outspeeds me, but like... Am I missing something? Hold on. Focus... Focus Sash! Ah! So this thing does not count as being one-shot. It's a good thing I saw that, because I almost didn't. It's actually kind of perfect that this happened. Because, like, if this thing sets up now, we're kind of cool with that. If it air slash flinches or extra density flinches, that kind of sucks, but Calm Mind. Hey, that's so fucking fine with me. You want to know why? Because we have extreme speed on this thing. That is so extremely okay with me. Dude, Hamilton going crazy. Thank you, Hamilton. Out comes the Giraffe Regas. How much damage do you do with a crit foul play or a crit Psyshock? 66. We are at 88, so we can just attack this twice and not really care. And like a boohoo if it does something, I don't know. I guess sleep would kind of suck, but like this doesn't have priority, so... Alright, I guess Hamilton sweep, sure. We didn't need to bring any other Pokemon, I guess. What a Pokemon, dude. What a dog. He's got that dog in him. Me planning the whole fight versus one dog boy. One doggy man. Well, that's nice. And now we are officially onto Norman Split. We have to do quite a few battles before we make it to Cycling Road Rival. Let me actually go full screen here. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a few battles. Luckily, none of them are double battles, but we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battles. Ideally, we do them perfectly, and then after that we have double battles, we have regular battles, we have some pretty fucking annoying battles. I don't actually know when we get our next encounter. I know it's in Altering Cave, and there's no reason to delay it as far as I know. But the thing is also, I don't actually know the Pokemon Emerald map that well, because I have not really played Gen 3 that much. So, yeah, I'm kind of unfamiliar with the layout of what we're gonna be going up against here. But hey, that's what, you know, that's what this experience is for. Let's go plan. Let's go forward, 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 forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the correct trainer. Okay, let's make sure that we know exactly what we're going up against. Also, for some reason it feels like the music is very loud. Let me just double check that it isn't. It actually sounds perfectly fine in terms of the audio loudness level. It's just loud in my ears, I suppose. We've never played Gen 3. I mean, I hear it's pretty good. I would say I recommend it, but like... Well, I probably do recommend playing Gen 3 broadly, like just Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. But I don't actually know if the remakes are better. I've never actually... Auras are like one of the only games I've not played, one of the only Pokemon games. Next to, I think, Sword and Shield, which is the only like main game title I've not played. So yeah. I'd say they're pretty good. This is obviously... I mean, you could still play this game, I guess, and experience Gen 3, though it'd be a very different experience. Anyway, so we got Lumberry Tinted Lens with just attacking moves. We got Citrus Berry Magic Bounce with only Light Screen. So ideally we kill this with Physical Attacker. We got Salakberry Gluttony with Reflect. Interesting. And we have Gallade with Lumberry Inner Focus and Drain Punch, Shadow Sneak, Bulk Up, Psycho Cut. This fight does not actually look like the easiest thing in the world, but it might be. So first Pokemon, outspeed one-shot with Rock Slide, not much to say. Second Pokemon, outspeed one-shot with Rock Slide, not much to say. Grumpig, however, is not outsped one-shot by Rock Slide. This also only has light screens, so we don't care if this switches in on us. We can just switch in Arcanine on this always. Only played Pokemon games on Switch. In that case, the only Pokemon game I would recommend you play heavily would be Sun and Moon, but that's because they're my favorite. I love Sun and Moon so much. Those are the games with the best designed region, in my opinion. In terms of like aesthetic and vibe and the Pokemon designs in those regions, it all fits together so well. The mechanics of the region, it's incredible. I love that game. Anyway, Grumpig is dealt with by using Musharna, actually, interestingly enough, is a good one here. Serena as well, but ideally we don't activate Reflect, so let's not do that. Guess we can bring you as well. And then the Gallade. How do we deal with you? Well, switching on a Shadow Sting would be pretty nice. Dual Wing Beat could kill this thing pretty easily. Apart from that, Mudsdale's pretty okay here. Torterra does deal with it pretty well because of the Psycho Cut, because we don't have to worry about getting crit. Though Drain Punch is not the best. Let's also bring you, and Gligar apparently does pretty well here because of Fly. That does make sense. Though we don't want to get bulked up when this thing is like... when we're in the air. Yeah, I don't think I have a special attacker that can deal with this. Inner Focus also prevents... Try using Type Advantage. Try make sure that all of your moves hit and all of your opponent's moves miss. Inner Focus also prevents Intimidate, right? It's not just flinching. Yeah, it also blocks Intimidate, so... There's no reason to use Masquerain here, especially at least. Yeah, we don't have any, like, real counters to this, so I suppose these two will have to do... Well, actually, Musharna is also really good for this. Do we have anything else for Grumpig that we could be using? I suppose everything else for Bring is also kind of fine. Torterra especially does pretty well here. Though, again, we're kind of risking some stuff here. I think this team overall is pretty good. The fact that Arcanine can just deal with 2 of the Pokemon by itself is pretty nice, so... Yeah, let's go set up that team. Make sure that everyone is in order. Gligar's coming with... Gastrodon has not been to a lot of fights yet, but I do always appreciate when I can bring it. This is like maybe the second fight at all that we're bringing Gastrodon to, so that's kind of interesting. And our last Pokemon is the Tort. Let's make sure that we take all of the items off, because I don't know if any of them have anything unique or important. Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Always good to double check. Arcanine does not need a Heartstone here. But I'm still kind of mad about the fact that we got like 24 Citrus Berries. That's like, I think like literally the lowest amount possible. Or at least among the lowest amounts. We did not get lucky with that. Nothing here can do any statuses to us, so that's totally fine. Yeah, we don't really have to worry about any statuses. It might just be Oran on everyone. Make sure we have that tiny little bit of healing, you know. Can always come in handy. You never know. Okay, not gonna do too much else planning. I think we can just go for it. And I'm gonna hope at least that that works. First fight on Cycling Road. First official fight. We've got the proper team. Yes, we do. You go down here, however. And you go here. I know that that doesn't really matter, but it matters for me. Okay, I need to be on a bike. Where is my bike? Acrobike, register to... I guess list. Where is list? Ah, there it is. Probably should make you actually on... register select, and then you can be register list, because I used that less, which also actually means, you know what, let's put the repellent on the list. Yeah, I think having both of those on the list can be nice. Alright, come at me. And also go back to the full screen. What do you have for me? First of all is Venomoth, which rocks that outspeed one-shot. That's an easy start. God, no other Pokemon game just allows you to have, like, physical rock types with actual consistent moves. So let's see. This could be Bulk Up. It can also be very likely to be Drain Punch. If it is Bulk Up, then Psycho Cut becomes a bit problematic, and Fly no longer kills. Would I rather be switching it on a Bulk Up or on a Drain Punch? Well, I believe either way. Okay, so there is a chance. If it uses Bulk Up, then we're dead to some crit rolls on Pidgeot. Also, Psyshock no longer 2-shots, but Dazzling Gleam still has a really good chance to 2-shot. I feel like it might be best to go Musharna here. Hey Ingo, welcome, welcome. Because then we can bait Shadow Sneak, regardless of what happens, even if it does that. So in which case we can get a free switch into Pidgeot when we need it. Musharna doesn't outspeed, however, so it can still use Bulk Up. That's a good question now. I think the thing to do here, actually, is we go Gligar. If it uses Bulk Up, we can switch in for one turn. We can take a Psycho Cut crit. Then we go into Musharna, and then we can bait the Shadow Sneak, go into Pidgeot, and kill. I think that's, like, almost 100% safe. Almost. That's Drain Punch, that's totally fine. It's gonna do, like, no damage. Fly kills sometimes, and if not, we have Quick Attack. We outspeed... that's Shadow Sneak, I guess, yeah. That's totally fine still. My Landorus G. Wonderful, wonderful. Nice one-shot. It's so interesting to see Gligar already being useful as, like, an unevolved Pokemon. This thing has Light Screen, which it should never be able to use currently. Because I don't have any special moves, so it should always be attacking here. Meaning we can just go into Hamilton. It doesn't have any statuses it can inflict on us, and we also don't really care about Light Screen. Yep, that's totally fine. Outspeed one-shot with Rock Slide. And what's next is the Grumpig, which we, I think, can stay in. No, we shouldn't. We're dead to a Focus Blast crit. This has a pretty decent chance to be using Reflect right now, which if it does, that's kind of perfect. Focus Blast, that's so fine. And now we just slowly kill with... does this thing actually have... It has a Salac Berry, which means it might outspeed us. I guess we kind of don't have a reason not to use Yawn here, don't we? Interesting, it can use Reflect. Wait, hold on. Reflect doesn't care, or Psyshock doesn't care about Reflect? That is so interesting. Why is Gligar's backfired like that? It looks fine, don't judge him. He looks okay. He looks perfectly fine. Don't be mean. Alright. This fight had some chances to go off the rails because of Galate Bulk Up, but we managed. If you want to see a bad sprite, Durant's sprite in Emerald Rogue is god-awful. It's so bad. But that's neither here nor there. Back into planning mode we go. I'm also going to quickly save my state because I don't trust this game to not crash on me. Next trainer, what are we up against? This is trainer number 2 out of 7, I believe, before we can do Cycling Road Rival. Triathlete Abigail. We have a Mienshao with Wide Lens and Reckless, so we're going to be taking a lot of damage from Jump Kick. Choice Band U-Turn Ninjask, interesting. With a Doug Trio with Arena Trap, Swagger, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Night Slash. And a Magnet Pull Magneton with Screech. So what I'm hearing is that this is going to try and trap us. So we're going to actually have to plan this fight out, like, properly. To make sure we don't get trapped on anything. So, if we start, do we have anything that can outspeed and kill this Mienfu, whatever? We do not. So we are just gonna have to take a hit from this. That's totally fine. We have our, whatchamacallit? We have our Musharna. We will need to put a berry on this. Let me actually remove all items quickly here before I do anything else. You are gonna have to go here, and we're gonna have to give you a cherry berry, because if we get bounce paralyzed, that could be some trouble. Obviously, we'd still be slower, but I don't want to get like full parrot a bunch. That would be problematic. Next up, what does this bait out? Is there anything that can kill us? The answer is no, but highest damage plus outspeed would in fact be Ninjask. So what we do ideally here, right? We switch in something like Masquerain to get the Intimidate. I think that's a good plan here. Masquerain, Intimidate, it does very little damage to us, which should bring in Dog Trio, because outspeed will kill. We should be able to switch out of Arena Trap because we are a flying type, I believe. Arena Trap, let me just double check that, because you can never be too sure. All grounded Pokemon from fleeing. Yes, so... Flying type is not affected, or Pokemon with Levitate. So that's perfectly good. Which means out of Masquerain we can switch into something that can wall this. Which could be... Okay, we have nothing that outspeeds it. But, okay, Torterra just completely walls this thing, that's fine. We will want to put, however, a Persimberry on Torterra. Okay, we have in the party already. Because we do not want to get swaggered. That would be a big problem. So we can give this to the Tort. Persimberry to deny confusion. Which probably just sends in this thing again, which means we just go Masquerain again, which means Magneton comes in. What do we have that can kill Magneton? The answer is easy. It is Gastrodon with Earth Power. We can take all of these moves. It might even be using Thunderbolt if we're lucky. And then you come back in. We can get the Intim if we want, but we could also just go straight for Pidgeotto or Arcanine. But Pidgeotto does great here. Now the question is, what's a Pokemon that we can bring to all of these that would also just be like a nice backup? The answer obviously is Carnivine. No, that's a bad response actually. That's not the answer at all. No, I think it's actually Carnivine. Carnivine is a Pokemon that we don't mind losing. So, considering it can switch out of Arena Trap, I don't see what could go wrong here, but like, if something goes wrong for some reason somehow, we have a backup. In that we can just sacrifice Carnivine. That's just always going to be our backup plan. Because our Carnivine is god-awful. It is so bad. This Carnivine is genuinely just hot garbage. I don't think we need any special berries on anyone else. If I'm looking at all these moves here, it's just Oran berries, I believe. Let me double check that. Yep, this is just Bounce, this is Persimberry. I suppose... No, because Flash Cannon and Body Press don't do anything, and we're not going to be switching into a Thunderbolt. Or, I mean, we could be, but, you know, we don't need a Cherry Berry for that. So you have Cherry, Oran, Persim, and Oran. Perfect. Okay, onwards. Fight has been planned. And let's go fight. Any hidden items for me, actually? I don't know. Oh, wow. TM Nightshade. Interesting. Might be useful. Might be useful. So who's the first? I don't know the layout of this is the problem. Wait, is this an avoidable trainer? Do I not have to fight this? I guess I don't? Wait, why would I fight this? Is there any reason to? I mean, I guess the reason would be like if I run into this, You know, I also can't see which one this is, right? Because they have like... Okay. This might be cringe. I saved the game here. Don't fight him. Well, I don't want to run into him because, like, here's the thing. If I run into this trainer on accident, I will not cause that. I will fight him. But because it's optional, I don't know if this is actually the trainer we just planned for. So what I'm going to do here, if this is not Triathlete Abigail, I will allow myself to reset. If it is, I will just fight her. Because I don't know if this other trainer is Triathlete Abigail or not. So that's how we're going to handle this. Based on which trainer this is, I will either fight her or not fight her. So who are you? Okay, you know what? The game kind of got me there. Okay, you know what? You kind of had me. You kind of got me. Okay, you know what? You get that one. You get that one. That was just, I guess they were just fucking with me, huh? They just was like, what if we just put this guy here and just, like, don't say anything? Yeah, you get that one. You get that one. You rascal. Jump kick, crit. Good thing we don't care. That's quite the rascal move from Dexa. Into Skater we go. We get the Intim. We do not care about the U-turn damage. This should be Duck Trio. Wonderful. We go into Twig. We can't get crit from Stone Edge, so we don't have to worry about that. And we can two-shot this with Mega Drain to get that sweet, sweet healing. Oh, actually, I guess it might one-shot because of Life Orb. Nope, it doesn't. Never mind. Swagger. Sure, man. That's what the Persianberry's for. Thank you. Out comes Ninjask again. I guess we could technically stay in on this, but, like, I don't see a reason to do that. Like, I know that we have the attack boost, but, like, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Oh, also, I should probably go full screen. Whoopsie, apologies. But this is why I'm happy that, I have the... My new layout has the game always on screen, even if the calc is on screen. I'm watching through Nintendo Switch sheet. Oh, wow. Wait, Nintendo Switch has YouTube? I thought Nintendo Switch didn't have a browser because they didn't want people, like, looking up, I don't know, things that are untowards or something. Defense harshly falls. Oh no, if only you could attack me. Ah, oh, the horror. How much does a U-turn crit do to Masquerain? 47, okay, so we can just feel free to switch this in again. Get the Intim. There's a YouTube app. Oh, sweet, well. Yeah, I mean... Wait, how are you typing? Are you typing on the Switch as well? Because I don't know how to feel about that. That feels heretical. I guess we can just stay in an air slash. We don't really need to switch into anything else, do we? U-turn crit is still 47%. Yeah, we can just stay in air slash. Nice. Wonderful. Alright. You know I like you. I don't. I actually hate you. That's fine. Actually, that fight was fine. I don't want to get too cocky, but, like, for now, everything seems kind of okay. We do have a pretty decent box. I just don't know how long it's going to hold up. Because I feel like our box kind of peaked for this split. We don't really get any important evolutions or any important moves, as far as I know. I guess we do get Gliscor just before Norman, but, like... Going through your phone... Wait, do you have it open twice? Wait, does that give me 2 views? I guess it doesn't unless you have 2 separate accounts, right? Or I guess unless you're... Are you logged in? I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works with its views. But what I do know is that we have another fight to plan. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights left. Oh boy. Okay, so what are we going up against? Wait, this is not the right screen. There we go. This is the correct screen. I think. Is it? No, it's not. God damn it. Come on. Switch. Perfect. We have to deal with an Intimidate, Lumberry, and Agility Luxray. Probably not going to be too problematic. Speed Boost, Expert Belt Sharpedo. That could be kind of frustrating. And then Defiant, Citrus Berry, Agility Braviary. Okay, so we don't bring Masquerain here. Very important, because we do not want to switch in that thing on a Defiant. Do we have anything with Inner Focus? We do, actually. We have a funny inner focus mon that does not care if we get intimidated, so we can just high horsepower twice. Neither crunch nor play rough really bother us. A defense drop. I guess a defense drop could be problematic, but like, fiction. Because it's going to use play rough anyway, in which case I guess an attack drop could be problematic, but again, fiction. And we could also bring, like, I don't know, Gastrodon, just in case, as a backup. Sharpedo! How do we deal with Sharpedo? Well, we have nothing that outspeeds this, not that we ever would because of speed boost. Wow, this thing does a lot of damage. A Hydro Pump crit could be... I guess Ampharos technically deals with this pretty well, but yeah, it's not great. Mienfoo does outspeed this, but only before a speed boost. Musharna's like kind of okay here. Dark Pulse is a problem. But if we can switch in on Ice Beam or Psychic Fang, then we might still be dead to a Dark Pulse crit. Okay, that's not great. Well, okay, if we switch into Psychic Fangs, we're almost never dead to a Dark Pulse crit. Guess what? Hi Marty, welcome, welcome. I won't guess, you actually have to tell me. And then Braviary. How do we deal with the Brave of Airy? This thing has close combat, dual wing beat, and return. That's a pretty good moveset, actually. That's a really annoying moveset. Wait, how do we... Wait, what the fuck? How do we deal with this? This has a lot of defense. And a lot of HP. I guess Caracosta's kind of okay, but we don't have Solid Rock. You got a car? Hey, sweet! I hate cars, but you know what? I'll make an exception for your car. Your car gets to be the one good car. It'll be the one car that I don't hate on constantly. Tell me the model, and I just won't know what it means. How do we deal with this fucking Braviary, dude? What the fuck? It does have agility, which is not great. Because it means it basically always outspeeds... Or it can always outspeed us. What about our other Pokemon here? I guess Ampharos is pretty good. Musharna's kind of okay. I was about to say, maybe we can intimidate this, but I can't. VW Golf. A Volkswagen. Hell yeah, dude. German master engineering, I guess? Congrats. I hope it was not too expensive, because I know that cars can be that. They can be expensive. Man, I kind of have nothing for this Braviary, huh? I guess if I'm not switching in on a close combat, I can use Togedemaru, but like it's a pretty good chance. I guess, well, not if I have like Musharna out or something. There's no overlapping roles with return either, so I guess I can bring Togi. Togi can also do pretty well against the Sharpedo, so if I need to bring it, then I can keep Musharna and Ampharos because they're both pretty decent for Braviary. And then, like... Nah, Gligar doesn't do anything here. Seadra? Seadra's, like, kind of okay. Doesn't outspeed, though. I guess also after CC we can do some decent damage to this, because it'll have a defense drop as well. So that might help. Feathery Dance would do nothing because it's -2 and then +2. I would not want to use Roost against this because if it close combats us after Roost, we are weak to it, no longer neutral. Is Mango still alive? I think it is. We have had no deaths so far, so... Is that Mienfoo? Yeah, Mienfoo is Mango, it's still alive. I guess it does kind of okay here. We can fake out into like Aura Sphere on this. If we're switching it on a close combat. Let's see, if this thing has a -1 defense, special defense. No, not +1, -1. Then we can still not one-shot. But after some chip damage, we might be able to, so yeah. Let's bring Togedemaru and Mienfoo. And then we can do some pivoting, some planning. Amazing condition for its price. Hell yeah, dude. Used car? Where I live, poor. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, listen, I hate cars, but it's more because I hate car culture, not like... If you buy a car, I don't hate you. I only hate you if you, like, are a politician and decide to build a highway instead of a new railway. You know, that's when I start hating you. That's like my cutoff. Let's bring the amp. Let us bring the Toj. And are we missing anyone? Don't think so. So we got Ferd in slot 1, we got Gastro in slot 2, Ampharos Musharna, and we need Mango. There's Mango. No important items have been used here. Are there any important items we should be considering? Let's see. Nothing for Luxray. I suppose for Sharpedo, it might be useful to have an Aspia Berry. Nothing in particular for Braviary. I might do a Muscle Band. No, because I'm going to be using Fake Out. I don't think I have like a plus fighting type thing. Right? I don't have like a fighting belt. Yeah, I don't. Is a Soft Sand going to be helpful here? No. Will I ever be switching you in on an Ice Beam? More than a Hydro Pump? Not really, the chances are extremely low. I am actually going to use a Citrus Berry here for both Bulb and Moon Moon. It might, most likely it won't be useful. My reasoning is that, I don't know, I don't want to waste them, but like, let's see. Yeah, because neither of them outspeeds. So if we switch in on a move that does too much damage on us, on Amphi that could happen, for example, like a crit Hydro Pump. But like on Munna, it's kind of useless. Yeah, let's do an Ormberry instead. I don't want to be wasting that kind of thing on Munna. Well, if there's no walkability, no public... Yeah, no, totally understandable. I will not shut on someone for having a car if your place isn't walkable, but like... I'm sorry, if you live in like most of Germany, outside of like specific jobs or whatever, like I just don't think you need a car. Like, I'm sorry, I've not had a car my whole life. And I've been fine. But then again, I've also been kind of privileged in living in places that like are pretty liberal and have good public transit. To drive to work, I'm sticking with the bus for that. Oh, hell yeah. Sweet. I mean, would you get your gas bill paid for if you used it to drive there? Or is it like because you can use the bus, it doesn't? Oh yeah, you've had like... I know that you've had your bus like be weird sometimes, so you had to like wait on stuff. So I guess for that, yeah. Plus it makes you more flexible for hanging out with friends. So, you know, I respect it, I respect it. Luxray can't intimidate me, so that's nice. Attack drop here would kind of suck, but didn't happen. Was that a crit? Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Wait, hold on. Let's see. Player off. We took some damage, high horsepower. Was not a crit, right? No, it wasn't. Wait, why did that kill? You would not get covered. F. Hold on. Oh, fuck. I've been calcing with Reflect still active. Oh, okay. That might change some things over here. Interesting. Okay, well, it's a good thing I noticed that. That actually means that, yeah, Togedemaru can easily deal with Sharpedo. What is this using, by the way? Well, that was kind of stupid of me. Happens, I suppose. So we are switching into Hydro Pump here. We don't outspeed this after a speed boost, so I do not want to be using Togedemaru here. Is Bulb the better choice here? Outside of that, we could be switching into a Hydro Pump. See, the problem is if we switch into Hydro Pump, then we're risking a crit, right? How much is Gastrodon taking from a Hydro Pump? A pretty decent amount, okay. Mienfoo is actually dead to a Hydro Pump crit as well. I could do some Fake Out Chip, and then it would be Random Move, which gives us a higher chance of not switching into something problematic. Yeah, because I just really don't want to switch into a Hydro Pump here. I don't think there's a way to bait it, though. You do have the Citrus. Now that is a good question of what we do here. I think that Togedemaru is the play here. It does mean we won't be able to switch it in for Braviary if we get crit, or even if we don't get crit. But that's probably going to be fine. We can still bait close combat with nothing else actually. So we're risking a crit here either way. Am I more willing to lose Ampharos or Musharna? They're both pretty important for me. I'd say let's go Ampharos for now. Let's just like do it. Let's just see what happens. It does hit. Okay. Does get the speed boost. So now we are risking a crit. Hydro Pump is highest damaging move. This thing can't do anything else except press highest damaging move. We could also do something like switch into Musharna and hope... We could like switch around and hope for a miss. That's something we could do. Because like if I can switch in Mienfoo on something that's not Hydro Pump, then I can... Well, I guess it should also not be Psychic Fangs. Do I risk the crit here or do I not? Because if I switch it out now, like, Ampharos is useless for the rest of the fight, right? It's a higher chance to miss than it is to kill us, right? Let's risk the crit. I'm sorry, Amphi, you gotta pull through here. Please don't get crit. Don't get crit. Don't do it. Don't get crit. Thank you. Thank you, Ampharos. That is a wasted Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry protected us from, like, crit on switch-in. That's what it protected us from. We're good. We're good. We're good. Honestly, that was a bit lucky. I probably should have planned that more. Honestly, that was a really, really bad play from me. This is... Close combat or return. It is never dual wing beat. Meaning... As crit return would still kill me. Never dual wing beat means Musharna could be a somewhat safe switch here. I think the safest switch here might actually be Squimchi. I'd allow it to set up too easily. I think it's Munmun here is the safest switch. If we get returned, then... We'll have to pivot a bit, but that's fine. Ideally we see CC here. That's perfect. That's so ideal, dude. -1, -1. And now we can two-shot with... Let's see. We can two-shot with Psyshock. We're baiting return here. We're never baiting close combat. Meaning we can safely go into Togedamaru and kill this. Right? The problem is if this uses agility. So I do actually want to attack it first. Because if it uses agility, then we can, you know, be fine. Okay, Oranberry heals a little bit here. Does that... Nice crit? Okay, thank you, Musharna. I think this fight could have gone extremely wrong, and I probably should not have fought it the way I did. I should have planned that Sharpedo way more. I had other options for it, and I just didn't bring them. And that is a mistake on my end. I was not punished this time, but next time I will be. But that's why we think about things. Okay. That was fight number 3 out of 7. Fight number 4 out of 7. Is only 2 Pokemon. We have 2 Pokemon that can one-shot this. Only one of them outspeeds. This is 77 speed. Focus Sash Super Luck. Luckily for us, we have Fake Out on our Pokemon, so we don't really care about that. Our Mango has Fake Out, so yeah, we can just lead with Mango. This is not Inner Focus, it's Super Luck Focus Sash, so yeah. Fake Out, and then Drain Punch, and we win that one, easy. For this one, it looks like... Wow, I have nothing that, like, walls this, I guess? At least not like 100%. I mean, we have some stuff that, like, does well into it, I guess. Yeah. Who else is, like, doesn't really care about this thing hitting it? Man, this thing is fast. 102 fucking speed. Jesus, 104 with perfect speed. I guess also Torterra can't get crits, so that's nice. Yeah, this fight's gonna take absolutely no planning, because it's just gonna be like... one of our Pokemon walls everything, and then we bring, like, 5 others, like, as emotional support, I guess. Arcanini... No Ampharos, Masquerain for some reason. This thing also has competitive, so it's actually not bring Masquerain, because, like, why would we bring Masquerain? I guess to deal with that thing. But, like, we already do. We don't have a Dark type, man. I really want a Dark type. That's something I really, really want. Let's not bring you, let's just bring Musharna instead. Musharna can always be useful for something. Psychic Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, Oranberry on Mango. Who can get hit by a Thunderbolt on this team? I suppose it can be you, and it can be you, and then all the rest just get Oranberries. Because nothing else here can status. So, you know. Whatever works. I mean, it's just gonna be Togi anyway, because Togi just walls anything for some reason, even with being, like, literally minimum defense possible. I could fix that, actually, now that I think about it. I could use some hard scales here to make Togi into a 31 defense Pokemon. That's doable. Okay, let's see. Are there any, like... I put my left stick or my right stick down to see if there was anything here. Okay, which one of you is who? I'm gonna do the same thing here where, like, if this is not Triathlete Alyssa, I am allowed to reset. Am I leading with the correct Pokemon? Yes, I am. You're Triathlete Alyssa, right? You're scared to fall off? Don't. Easy? What? Just don't. We Fake Out, Flinch, and Outspeed Drain Punch, I believe. And that kills. I guess Aura Sphere also kills, which never misses, but this thing does not have like a, you know, evasion. Just making sure that everything is fine. I don't trust, you know, I don't trust. Wonderful. Out comes Meowstic. This should always be using Psychic. Yep, because Psychic kills. What can take a Psychic the best? The answer is, of course, Marble. Because this thing takes everything. That's a bit problematic. Okay. Don't like that +1 Spadef, because now we are actually dead. Never mind, we're still not dead to Shadow Ball crit max roll. So we're actually kind of fine to stay in here. This is competitive Wise Glasses. It might be worth to nuzzle this so we can outspeed it with some stuff. I think that is actually super worth it, yeah. Otherwise we can do 40%, but like we can do that with everyone. Good. Fine. Wonderful. This is now insanely slowed to a point where everything I have outspeeds it. This is not entirely random move. I don't think it's ever Thunderbolt, is it? 27? Yes, no. This is Shadow Ball or Psychic. So, knowing that, let us go into... I guess Ferd can kind of take everything here. Paralyzed, sweet. And then 2 high horsepower should kill this. Dude, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Togedemaru at it again. And we waddle up. That's fight number 4. 3 fights to go. Or wait, was that fight number 5? It was some numbered fight. Come on, go in. Thank you. Thank you. Did I do that in whole fight in my wrong layout? I think I did that whole fight in the wrong overlay. Which is very me. It's very, very me. But oh well, next fight. Let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3 fights left. That was fight number 4. And let's hope that we don't lose any Pokemon here. So what are we up against next? No double battles luckily, but we have a Light Clay, Volt Absorb, Light Screen and Reflect, Pachirisu. Unpheasant with Super Luck and Lumberry, and so guaranteed crits basically with Focus Energy Night Slash. Actually, it's not guaranteed with Night Slash because it doesn't have the scope lens, so only after Focus Energy will be guaranteed crits. A Guts, Flame Orb, Facade Eradicate with Swords Dance. Okay, that's a problematic one. Jumpluff with Flying Gem and Infiltrator, and Swords Dance and Spore. Okay, this fight is actually looking like quite something. Now we have some Pokemon here that can one-shot this. But that is only before a Reflect. This might be the point at which I teach you... No, because I don't want to take Super Fangs. Yeah, I have nothing that can outspeed and kill this. Unless, of course... Hold on. Do we kill this if we have a Muscle Band? So we do... 21 with Fake Out, 64... We would not kill this with a Muscle Band. That is a shame. What about you? Fake Out into Vacuum Wave? Absolutely no way, okay. There's no way to bait any kills either. So yeah, I think more likely would be here to use Brick Break. Now, which of my Pokemon could learn Brick Break? Because I think I wrote that down for something, didn't I? Yeah, it is Ampharos and Diggersby are my 2 big Brick Break users. Now, Diggersby would obviously do pretty well here because we have Cheek Pouch. I think this is a Diggersby angle. So yeah, let's bring out the bunny. Thank you. And we're just gonna go and teach it Brick Break. We are going to teach over Hyper Fang. I'm sorry, but You're the move tutor, right? Thank you. Okay, good. Poison jab, brick break. Yeah. Nice. Brick break over Hyperfang. Hyperfang's pretty useful, but if we need a stab normal move, we can get secret power. And like most of the time, we don't need stab normal. We're using this as like a pseudo ground type. So yeah. Are there any other good moves you can learn actually? Oh wow, you can. You can learn all the punching moves. Fun fact, so can Ampharos actually. Considering our Ampharos has like pretty decent attack, that was something I was thinking about. Like just teaching our Ampharos all of the punching moves. For some good coverage. Didn't end up being worth it, but I do have the thought in the back of my brain. Man, something else that could be really useful here potentially would be hidden powers, but we are currently not able to access hidden power. But I guess we will actually be able to do that for CRR. Anyway, so let's export you, and instead of Hyperfang, you have Break. Let's import that. Wonderful. So what we can do on this is we can give it an Oran Berry, which should heal a lot of health even if you get Super Fang because we have Cheek Pouch. And we can do like... Do we outspeed after one Bulldoze actually? We do! That's actually perfect. So we can do Bulldoze into just spamming Brick Break until all the screens are gone. So that's actually a pretty good way to handle this. Wonderful. Pheasant. Looks like you get walled entirely by our good friend Dreadnought and Arcanine. However, Dreadnought has shell armor. So if we do a Heartstone, you always one-shot. Wonderful. So we know what to bring here. We know exactly what to bring here. Which is the turtle. With a stone as hard as rock. Which is here. Heartstone's like the item I feel like you end up using the most out of all the typed items. Now this fucking thing is always a problem for literally everyone. When burned, it almost always kills you. There's very few things that can deal with it. Especially considering it's pretty fast and also has sword stance. Huh. Caracosta actually does pretty well into this. Especially if it ends up not sword stancing. If it does, however, we're in a bit of trouble. Lotsil outspeeds it. That could be an interesting bring. What about if it's at +2? Then no. If we can guaranteed not switch in on a facade, like say if... Yeah, it should never be using facade if we have Dreadnought out, right? But well, who would switch in after Diggersby? It would actually probably be Eradicate. Okay, using facade. So we'd most likely want to go into Caracosta. And then we can take the Stomping Tantrum when burnt, that's totally fine, and we can just two-shot it. But ideally, we don't two-shot it. Yeah, the problem is we don't have a water thingy. Like a thing that makes water moves better. What if we give you the Heartstone? Then Rocksight's 70, and Aqua Jet is 30. Okay, so we actually need to give you the Heartstone. Meaning that, sorry, you are going to have to just, like, not one-shot this, which is, like, fine, I guess. What if you have a Muscle Band, actually? I mean, the chance to one-shot goes up a little bit, sure. Yeah, that's more important. Nibble can deal with this thing, like, not guaranteed, but it's, like, pretty likely. Maybe I'll actually bring Arcanine as a backup. But, like, it's pretty important that we're able to deal with the Eradicate, because that thing is a problem otherwise. So Heartstone, meaning we can kill this by switching... Yeah. We have to make sure that we're not dead to crit, though. Now Jump Bluff is actually kind of okay to deal with. Again, here we'd ideally have... Okay, you know what, actually? It looks like I'm gonna need the Muscle Band on Arcanine, so... Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Turtle. Muscle Band needs to go on Arcanine, because it can actually help us here. So Hand of Someone can have that. Togi can also help here, to wall this at least. No, because the problem is, like, Hamilton doesn't outspeed this. It doesn't matter. You know, we need to have a Chestoberry on this. Because if we get slapped, then that's that, right? So yeah. Sorry, Hamilton. Heartstone, or Muscle Band, I guess, can go, after all, on the turtle. What else can wall that thing? Yeah, it's kind of just these two. So let's also bring Togedemaru as a wall for that. Now the question is, do we have another possible wall for Raticate that we could bring? It's looking kind of bleak. Because you have nothing else. Well... Intimidate might help. Yeah, let's bring Masquerain as an Intimidate Mon. If we can somehow get a line where we can switch this in on a Stomping Tantrum, then we can get a super safe switch and get an Intimidate off as well. Though it is then pretty likely to Swords Dance, but that's then kind of a free switch, like sort of, maybe. Are you at all worth bringing to this thing? No, because you just get killed by Acro. So yeah, not really. So it's just Oranberry. On you. And a Chestoberry for you. You already have that, wonderful. Chestoberry for you, wonderful. Let's look at this team again. So we have Brick Break, Oranberry, Muscle Band, Heartstone, Chestoberry, Chestoberry, Oranberry. Is it the correct team order? Yes, it is. Okay, this fight's gonna be a bit tough, but I have the best of hopes. I have the best of hopes. I think. God, I hope it's gonna go well. Because this actually looks like it could go wrong in a million different ways. Once again, I don't know if any of the trainers here are like skippable. Okay, so you are a skippable trainer. I mean, you're just not a trainer, I guess. Got that bike from Rydell. It's glaringly obvious. It says right on your bike. Rydell. Should ride it around all over the place. It's good advertising. Bro, it's just full of stickers. I mean, hey, I love stickers on shit, so I'll take it. I need to buy some more stickers for my laptop. Because I love stickers on my laptop. Alright. We have a pretty good strategy for the Pachirisu, so at least for that I am pretty happy. So after one Bulldoze, we outspeed this. It sets up Reflect. That's totally fine. That does very little damage, but that's okay. And now we just Brick Break it to death, and it's going to keep setting up Reflect. Super Fang is okay. We have... I guess the berries didn't trigger yet. Sets up Reflect again. Fine with me. Walls Shattered. Super Fang again. Okay, we should be setting up our thing here. Or our berry here. Good. Wonderful. And that is a dead Pachirisu with no stuff active. No screens. Out comes Unpheasant. It could be using Focus Energy here, but most likely it's going to be Dual Wing Bead, which we are okay with. We can just go into Nibble. Focus Energy is totally fine, because guess what? We can't get crit. Rock Slide, Night Slash. Oh no. If you crit me, that'd be so terrible. I'd take so much of my damage. Oh no. The horror of it. It would be so horrorful. Interesting. Out comes Jump Bluff, who is basically always using Seed Bomb here. Which means we could technically switch through Masquerain, but I feel like there's not really a reason. Yeah, there kind of isn't. Do I want to keep Togedemaru healthy for the Raticate? No, because Facade crit kills. I think actually... Yeah, we go to Togedemaru here, and we keep Arcanine for potentially against the Raticate, because we can switch it in on a Facade somewhat well. We fake out. Wonderful, let's flinch. If we paralyze this, do we outspeed it? The answer is yes, so let's nuzzle, and then we can have some more damage from, you know, some good shit like Zing Zap and Iron Head. Not damage, we can have like good para from that. Let's Zing Zap, we can get some good flinching here. Nice, para flinching is always nice. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very nice. Very nice, very good, very good, very good, very nice. Out comes the Raticate. This can be Facade or Stomping Tantrum, it can be both, but it should never be using Sword Stance here. How do we handle a non-burned Facade? We handle it fine on Masquerain, but I don't really want to take that risk. I'd rather just take the clean switch into the turtle. Well, it's not really clean, but you know, it's as clean as we're gonna get it. I just hope this goes well. Stomping Tantrum, yep, there it is. It is now burnt. How much is a burnt Stomping Tantrum crit? 72. You have your Heartstone, which means with a Heartstone, Rock Slide is exactly 70% damage. So yeah, Rock Slide into Aqua Jet should always kill here. Stomp ET, that's some decent damage. Okay. Burn damage as well, I forgot about that. This is at 20%. Aqua Jet should always kill. This does have Quick Attack. Does Quick Attack crit have a chance to kill us? It does not. Awesome. Okay, good. Very good, very good, very good, very nice, very good, very good. I know that this fight here can be a very, very problematic one for a lot of people. And it almost was for me, because this Raticate is kind of a fucking beast, I'm not gonna lie. That Raticate is like pretty likely to take a Pokemon, especially because it also just has Quick Attack. And it's not like you can like paralyze it to lower its speed, because it's always burned. It's like one of the only times when what is it? Sparkling Aria, the move from Primarina, where it heals a burnt Pokemon from heal if you hit it with it. Could be useful. Anyway, over to the calc screen. Save state in case of stuff happening. 2 more Pokemon. This is not a double battle, is it? I don't think it is. It shouldn't be, at least. We are dealing with a Floatzel with Water Veil Life Orb, Hydro Pump, Aqua Jet, Focus Blast, Ice Beam, so a mixed attacker. A Sawsbuck with Power Herb and Bounce, and Serene Grace, so we're likely to get parried. And a Black Sludge, Corrosion, Toxic, Protect Salazzle, because of course. The fucking random battle Salazzle. Let me just do something here quickly. Just for my sanity, because it might affect stuff in the long run, which is I'm going to quickly re-export my team, because Diggersby has a different move, and I just want to make sure that our moves are always up to date, so that if we do anything, we can know what we're doing. Now. How do we deal with this thing? It looks like the answer might just be Serena. Yep. A Serena with an Aspire Berry can always take care of this Floatzel, so that's wonderful to know. Dude, Serena's so fucking good. I'm so happy I got this encounter again, even if it was right at the start of the game and not, like, in the forest. Like, out of all the Pokemon we have, I feel like the only encounter that's been, like, a miss has been Carnivine. Everything else has been just, like, useful consistently. Maybe Pidgeot, but even Pidgeot has had its uses recently. Sawsbuck. Let's see, this thing is walled by Musharna, Gligar, most things really. Let's bring 2 of those, I guess. Both of them will want to have a cherry berry. Ideally, though, honestly, I'd be kind of okay with Musharna getting parried from a bounce. Because do remember, Synchronize activates even if you eat the berry for it. And then we have that thing, which is actually walled by a ton of things. Let's see. We have Caracosta, we have Dreadnought. We have... This is Toxic Protect. We don't have anything that's immune to Toxic, right? Gastrodon. But if we bring 3 Pokemon here that can just, like, one-shot it, like... Then we're just fine, right? So let's just bring Caracosta. Dreadnought. And the Slug. Squishy. And then we just give all of them a Pecha Berry. And then we're good. Okay, this fight doesn't look too simple. Doesn't look too problematic. You've been exported with the muscle band. I'm so sorry. That was not meant to happen. No item for you. Sorry. Import. There we go. No item. There we go. That's a good way. And let's just double check that everything is correct. Aspire, Cherry Cherry, Pecha Pecha Pecha. Cherry Cherry Pecha. Yeah. Perfect. I do hope this is not one of those battles that like can be a double battle if you're unlucky. I think we're almost back in the was it Slateport? I think we'll almost have access to Slateport again. I'll do a save state here in case we run into the wrong trainer. Yeah, we're almost in Slateport. Wait, that's the entrance to Slateport. Wait, no, is that the Riddle House? Oh, that's the Riddle House. Oh, I see. Where's the other one? Okay, I'm just gonna do this and hope that there's no trainer on the other side. Okay, good. We're always safe from Ice Beam, Crit, and Freeze, so we can just dropkick this. Awesome. Perfect. Death. Easy peasy. Go full screen because I forgot. Out comes that boy. I'm gonna go Mun first here. Because this is probably using... I mean, it can be using anything here, really. It's fine either way. Mun gives me the chance at, yeah, the funny, like, para. Yeah, synchronized para. That's funny. I like that. That's a good funny. And now we can just, like, wall this super easily. Are we dead to a headbutt crit? 42? That's 63. No, we're not. Good. Making sure, just double checking. I know we outspeed this, but, like, you never know. Could get a super low roll. Can we just stay in on this, actually? How much is a flamethrower crit? 69. Okay, we are dead to a flamethrower crit, so let's not stay in here. Even if we could just one-shot this. Just go into the turtle here. Toxic, that's so fine with me. That's what the Pecha Berries are for. And we Razor Shell, Vanish Shock. Ah, no. Oh, the horror. Ah. Okay. Good. This fight wasn't too difficult. I feel like, dude, I don't know if my box is just, like, absolutely cracked, or if I'm, like... If I learned, like, something about the game, if, like, something clicked that didn't click before. Because, like, a lot of these fights are just kind of easy, and I don't know... They weren't before. I guess I've only done this part of the game, like, once, so... Who knows? But yeah. Only one fight left, and then it's Cycling Road Rival planning time, right? Yes, it is. Alright, what do we have to deal with in this fight? A Galarian Rapidash with Lumberry and Pastel Veil. I don't know what Pastel Veil does. Let me look that up quickly. This Pokemon's allies cannot be poisoned. Getting this ability while being poisoned cures them. Got it. Okay, so no poison. That's fine with me. Jolly with Play Rough, Zen Headbutt, Hypnosis, and Will-O-Wisp. Zoroark, so let's be very careful about the Zoroark, that we know when this switches in. We can, like... We need to be able to bait that. Night Days, Knockoff, Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb. Okay, so Knockoff, be very careful about that. And then we have Choice Scarf, Scrappy, Close Combat. Awesome, got it. Now, the Rapidash seems to be walled by Caracosta, which indeed it is. I think ideally we like pre-poison Caracosta here, so that we just don't have to bring anything. I guess the problem could also be like Zen Headbutt flinches here, so I guess ideally I'd bring like an Inner Focusmon. How do you do here? Oh, you actually two-shot this super easily. Yeah, let's actually bring our horse here. If we pre-poison this and give it like a, I guess a citrus berry. It's a bit problematic actually. Hold on. Wait, we can one-shot this with Iron Head. Wait, what am I doing? What does this do against me? Wait. So... no, because the problem is... then we don't know what we're baiting. Well, we also don't know... okay, yeah, it's... that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So if we do... Pre-poison could work here. Pre-poison, fake out into Iron Head could kill. Actually always kills. The problem is we do get attacked in between that. Which, like, wouldn't it make more sense to just give Togedemaru a Rostberry, or sorry, a Chestelberry? Right? Because if we just give it a Chestelberry, then like we fake out, and then if we get slept, we're fine. If we get burned, then we just attack it twice. I think that actually makes much more sense. Same kind of goes for third here. Like burn is kind of okay. I guess we could also use Arcanine, because Arcanine just needs a Chestelberry, and we have extreme speed to do a lot of damage with. So that's kind of our modus operandi for now, I suppose you could call it. How do we deal with the Rark? Well, the answer seems to be Mienfoo, who can outspeed, not outspeed, but who can kill with Aura Sphere, or potentially with Fake Out into Vacuum Wave twice. We also have... do I not have anything that, like, walls this, like, proper? Oh, I guess because of Night Days, yeah. If we have something with, like, low HP, it doesn't really matter, because we're just going to be taking a lot of damage from Night Days. Wait, no, Night Days is not Nightshade. What the fuck is Night Days? Sorry. Night Days. Isn't that, like, the signature move from... yeah, from... oh, wait, it... I didn't even know Unova Zoroark has a signature move. 40% chance of lowering accuracy by 1 stage. Interesting. 85 damage, or 85 base power, 95 accuracy. I'm assuming in here it's 100 accuracy. I did not know this move existed, I'm not gonna lie. We only have one Pokemon that outspeeds, but it does really, really good damage. If you can switch it on a Flamethrower, that'd be ideal. So let's bring these two, and then how do we deal with this fucking thing? It's Scrappy, Choice Scout. Well, the answer is actually just, like... Masquerain. That's actually not a difficult question, never mind. Because Masquerain just, like, goes into... whatever. Easy choice, easy peasy. Easus Peasus, Rhesus Pieces. And is Floatzel really the right answer here? How do our other Pokemon do here also? Man, actually, the Pokemon we were bringing for Rapidash also do pretty well into the Zoroark. Yeah, I want to bring Floatzel as, like, just a Pokemon that can outspeed this if needed. If we just need to, like, switch something in and kill, then we can, like, do that. Don't believe we need any special berries on anyone, so we can just Oranberry on all these other ones. Well, maybe on Mango. Does Mango need a special berry? I suppose we could get burnt on, like, switching it on flamethrower. Actually, no, sorry. You don't get a berry, and you don't get a berry. Because if you have berries, then knockoff will do pretty decent damage to you. Let's keep that in mind, that if we use one of our other Pokemon here with the Chestos, that they could get knocked off, and that might do pretty harsh damage. And that would not be fun. Save in case we run across the wrong trainer. Make sure we have the correct Pokemon out with the correct items. Chesto, 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 no item, Oran. Wonderful. Hello. And we go full battle mode here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I believe the plan for this was fake out into Ironhead. And ideally use Hypnosis here. Dude, that's so perfect. That's like ideal. Now, will this always be... Because I believe, if I'm looking at this, it should now always be Surfetched and not Zoroark. Because Zoroark doesn't kill. Surfetched has a kill. This is not a Zoroark. I have to remember that. If it is a Zoroark, it would be using Flamethrower. If it's using Flamethrower, we can still switch in Skater, but it'd be a problem. Please tell me this is Surfetched. Scrappy, that's fine. I forgot about Scrappy, but that's fine. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. It is in fact the correct Pokemon. It's fine, Scarf. We don't care about any of that shit. Awesome. Gotta be careful of illusion. And here we have knockoff with black glasses. Can this ever be Night Days? 64, it can be Night Days. It can never be knockoff, because our item is gone. So it's Night Days or Flamethrower. Night Days would suck. Honestly, Flamethrower would be perfect for the Hamilton switch. Especially because... Let me check something here. Highest damage would actually be knockoff almost always. So yeah, I have an idea. I have an idea here. Flamethrower, that's fine. Now highest damage here is knockoff. We go into Mango. Mango does not have an item. Knockoff. Perfect, we take as little damage as possible. Now we are dead to some crit rolls here. Which is fine, because we're just going to use Fake Out. That does pretty decent damage. Vacuum Wave does not kill. This is Fake Out or Sludge Bomb. Now, it could also be Night Days. Which would, I believe, be fine. It should never be knockoff. So we go back into Hamilton. Sludge Bomb, totally fine. Now this is once again either knockoff or Night Days. Both of which would be fine here. Knockoff, that's perfect. We have Regenerator, so we heal when we switch out. That's why I wanted to do this. Fake Out again. And now this thing is able to die from Vacuum Wave. This is why we kept Vacuum Wave, by the way. Because weirdly enough, this thing's special attack is actually surprisingly high. Which is also why we have Aura Sphere. Awesome. Very cool. And I think now we can just go... You're not a trainer, right? If this guy's a trainer, I am allowing myself to reset. Okay, good. Wait, sorry, what did you say about acrobikes? Rated for their number of collisions and their total times. Acrobikes do not qualify. They're easy to turn, so it's not fair. Oh, can you get like some items here? Because I know that that's a thing in like regular Emerald, that you can get some items here. Awesome, and we're back in Slateport. Been a while since we've been here. Been a long, long while. Ah. How's the shop looking? What do you have? Nothing new, sadly. I don't think these guys have anything new. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new for us. I still think we can't go in here. Yeah, that's for after we get surf, I believe. Or sorry, no, that's where we get surf. Yeah, lighthouse, whatever. Wasn't there like an item on the beach here or something, or am I thinking of a different thing? No, whatever. Well, there's only one fight ahead of us now. Cycling Road Rival. This is the big fight that I was dreading today. This is the like big fight. If I beat this fight, I will have beaten my personal best. Well, sort of. I beat CRR once before, and I gave up immediately after because I had lost 5 Pokemon in that fight. My box was down to like 4 or 5 Pokemon, so you know I didn't even have a full team anymore to try and plan with. So yeah. I think what we do here is we are going to be taking a short break. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm gonna get myself something to drink. And then we're gonna go do some Cycling Road Rival planning. It's gonna probably take a decent amount of time because CRR is not a piece of cake at all. That is going to be quite a difficult fight to plan. Let me just add a text to show where we are, but yeah. Go to the bathroom, go get yourself a snack, and then we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. And that's right, we are back. Ah, good break, good break. Good food, good snacks, good bathroom, good water. I love water. Absolute water. I will have one more snack for myself, called a gummy bear. Mmm. Great snack. Never had a gummy bear? I mean, you're missing out, really. There we go. I just want to get some different music going, but now... It's time. It's time to plan. Because what we're going up against now is, no joke. This is no joke. Let me pull up my notes, because they are going to be important to have. So yes. Cycling Road Rival. I have done... No, I won't... Why do you mean please wipe? No. No, we don't say that. We don't say that in my chat. We say... I wish you such great luck and all crits on your side and no crits on theirs. That's what we say. Come on. Come on, that's what we say. Anyway. Cycling Road Rival. We, because we picked Turtle, are going to be dealing with this middle team here. This, what I've heard people apparently say is the most difficult one of the teams. How true that is, I don't know. But it certainly is not an easy-looking team. Now, I tried doing some planning for this, but I just got so hung up on myself. I thought it would have been easier to just do it on stream. I did, like I said, a lot of planning, but I never finished anything. Because here's my issue, right? It's right at the start with this NDE. I have no safe way to kill it. Though that may change. Hold on, because I saw something. We have a plus attack floatzel. If we get this to 31 IVs, right? If we max this thing's IVs out, and then we give it black glasses. That's a black belt. Then we can actually guaranteed one-shot it. I think out of all of the things I've planned, using a hard scale here to get 31 IVs is probably the smartest thing. I was thinking about things like Ampharos and Diggersby and Musharna switching, like using Musharna because of Psyshock and having it only ever set up light screen and not reflect and doing damage to it because of psychic terrain and using Yawn and just hoping it, like I was always risking some crit, right? I think that this plan of just fuck it, we just use this is, I think, the best. We have not used a single hard scale yet. I think out of all the things we could be doing, you know, this is probably the smartest. So, what is the plan? What happens if I put this in? Never mind. Okay, that's not what I want to happen. The plan is going to be... Nope, come on. Notes, note sheet. Perfect. Okay, so the plan is going to be Floatzel, 31 IV'd with black glasses, kills Indeedee. That's gonna be turn 1, right? We just use this thing, we use black glasses. Let me actually just double triple check something here because I don't want to be stupid. Let's actually take Floatzel not out of the box because it's actually in our team. Let's take all of the items off because we're gonna have to do that anyway. Perfect. Now, if I go maximize Ivy, it costs 1 heart scale. I would like to look at Floaty. And I would like to maximize attack. Does this actually work? Is now 31. Your attack stat is now 105. Now with an attack stat of 105 and black glasses. Nope, that's status condition. Nope, come on. Okay. Just making sure that that is in fact how it works. So we do have a counter for D&D. I'm looking at the wrong team, but I don't think that changes. Okay, good. Now, what do you bait out? Does anything here have a fast kill? No, it does not. It would never be Blaziken because we actually have a fast kill on Blaziken. I'm so sad, dude. Blaziken a +1 actually outspeeds us. What if I have 31 speed? Does not change anything. Okay, got it. But yeah, let me actually pull up the rest of my team quickly. So. There we go. Sorry, I just want a bit different music here. So. Where's my notes? There they are. The team I had planned for this was originally going to include Ampharos, but now it is going to be... Let's see, Floatzel, Musharna, Torterra, Basculin, Arcanine, and Togedemaru. Let me go through why this is the case, also so that I will remember. Now, Blaziken. I wrote down Mudsdale with Citrus could come in and kill if no crit happen, or if switching in on Stone Edge somehow, Musharna under Psychic Terrain can all actually get a guaranteed kill, though risking crit. Yes, so that's the thing. Under Psychic Terrain, I actually get a guaranteed kill with Psyshock. Problem is crits. Any crit into any regular hit kills me. Is there anything I can do about that? I don't think so, to be honest. I just don't think there's a way to safely kill this Pokemon. Outside of, like, maybe... fucking Dreadnought, maybe? No, because that dies to close combat. Like, I don't know, man. And considering it's Psychic Terrain, like, we can't use Priority to, like, weaken this thing down. I think we might just have to risk the crit. I don't think there's much else we can do here. Solid Rock, Caracosta could maybe do a bit better here, but we don't have Solid Rock. And I don't think we can switch our ability, can we? I'm at least pretty sure Heartscale cannot be used to switch abilities, just remember moves. So yeah. Let's actually see, yeah, but like what do we bait with Floatzel? Hold on, let me export you. So you would have 31 Ivy and black, wait, sorry. Import. And then black glasses. Export, import. Perfect. Okay, good. Just gonna double check everything. So, what switches in on you is the big question. That's the question of the day. You do more damage than you take. So this could be it. You kill. So I think it would be Serena if I'm remembering the switch in AI correctly, but just double check that I am. Let's look at this quickly. Slower, but O-code and is not O-code. Okay. So yeah. So, nope, I'm caps lock for some reason. Serena switches in. Now. This is basically always going to be Trop Kick. What was my Serena counter? I had Hamilton and Mienfoo. The problem is Trop Kick, right? We're switching it on Trop Kick, so we are going to be taking damage here. And lowering our attack. That's the big one, right? We're going to be lowering our attack. Is there any way to circumvent this? I don't think so. Well, what we could do is we could go into... no, because we do need Torterra healthy. Mienfoo doesn't do that good into Trop Kick, and yeah. Also, this thing has knockoff, which we need to be careful of. Yeah, the lowest damage we take from Trop Kick on any Pokemon is 20% on Ampharos or 20% on our own. Actually, no, Masquerain takes less damage, and we would get an Intimidate off. That could actually be insanely handy here. Hold on, let's think about this. Let's think about Masquerain here. So, we could come in on the Intimidate, or come in on the Trop Kick, Intimidate it, And then it would still always be using triple axle, I believe, right? Yeah, because after dropkick, well, triple axle doesn't kill, but it's still the highest damaging move, and knockoff, even with an item, I think, is not more damage, yeah. So then we would have a clean switch from a triple axle, which we could use to go into something like Togedemaru. Why do I have written down that Hamilton can handle this? Ah, I see. The answer is because Hamilton can switch in and take most of what it does. Triple axle would, of course, let me do pretty decent damage here because of... what's the word? Because of iron barbs. And then we could iron head it down and hope for flinches. What does Sweet Veil do again? Let me just double check that because I forget. Cannot fall asleep. Okay, got it. Is it worth it? Because, like, the reason I have Togedemaru here is to deal with Alchemy, but, like, we deal with Alchemy kind of no matter what. Because it's a fuck it Alchemy. But even then, like, it could be pretty... It could go badly, I guess. I believe Psychic Seed is plus special defense, right? Yeah. And then Acid Armor is plus 2 defense. If I am remembering this correctly, yeah. At plus 2 defense, we don't two-shot the Alchemy anymore. Arcanine also does good into Alchemy, but, you know, depends. Who would I rather take out the Serena with? These are both pretty safe, I would say. Arcanine probably more so, because we also can do like Fire Fang, which is a potential flinch. But actually no, because low kick, we could very easily die to a low kick even after Intimidate, or well, after Intimidate. Yeah, so actually we want to do Togedemaru here. Drop kick, go into Masquerain. Go into Togedemaru on triple axle. Kill with iron heads. Awesome. I believe that's a pretty good strategy. I'm just gonna say that's a pretty good strategy. What's the most damage we're taking here? So triple axle, if it all crits, 60 damage, it'll be at 70. Yeah, we don't do that much damage with Iron Head, but like... I don't think we ever get drop kicked, so we should be able to slowly kill this. It might also be worth it to nuzzle here, to be honest, just to get that para. I do think this is actually worth using a citrus berry on, just so we can have as much health as possible once we get out of this. Okay. Who comes in after this? I don't think there's anything that fast kills. Well, Weavile fast kills usually if we're at above 75, or if we're like... If we've taken 25% damage, which most likely we have, Weavile actually comes in to kill. Because nothing else outspeeds Togedemaru, so... Most likely Weavile if 25% damage taken. I don't think it should ever be Blaziken. If it's Blaziken, we're in trouble, but we can pivot. So Weavile. Let's actually put the rest of these Pokemon out here quickly. I want to see what the strategy says. So for Weavile, most likely using Night Slash. Obviously not worth you going to Masquerain because of Inner Focus. I have written down Caracosta and Basculin as Pokemon that tank from this thing. Night Slash is like okay here for Basculin, and we do one-shot with Submission. Problem is that, you know, we don't outspeed it, 2, it has a Focus Sash. How does Dreadnought do here, actually? We could switch into Night Slash pretty safely, but then we risk just dying to low kick. And I don't think this is slower than us at -1. No, it is not. So I don't think this is a solution. What would be a solution, however, might be Mienshao. The problem is Icicle Spear could do some major damage to us, but if we have Citrus Berry, I'm pretty sure berries get eaten in between hits that are like multi-hit. So Citrus Berry Mienshao could deal with this kind of okay. On, let's see. On Night Slash, go Mienshao, Citrus Berry, put it to 1 HP, hope, let's see. Drain Punch to heal, hopefully living Icicle Spear. And then we can either just kill it, depending on what our HP is, or we can do something like, I don't know, going back into Togedemaru, but ideally we don't do that. Maybe Floatzel? Floatzel does not speed it, never mind. Right, so like we go in, we recover 50% from Drain Punch. Assuming Night Slash crit, Icicle Spear 5-hit, we would survive after a Citrus... No, wait, would we? How much is a Citrus Berry heal? Is it 25%? 25%. So... we would not survive an Icicle Spear 5-hit, or an Icicle Spear 4-hit with crits involved, or a 3-hit with multiple crits involved. I still think this is the safest thing we can do. Kill, turn after to Drain Punch, healing. This risks some crits. No way around it. Now, who comes in on a Mienfoo that is heavily damaged? Well, the only Pokemon that kills slow... like, there's no fast kill, so it's just gonna be Blaziken, right? Blaziken switches in. Now, the issue is that we're switching it on a random move. Unless we get super... Well, actually, we're never switching to Stone Edge, but I don't think that's helpful. Because, yeah. Unless we could somehow guarantee a close combat, I don't think it's ever... yeah. Ah, see, I've written down Musharna for this. And Musharna does do well here, but it risks crit, right? Like, but is there a way around that? Mudsdale and Musharna are Psychic Terrain, I guess, yeah. Plus, we only have 2 Pokemon dead at this point, and we're already bringing 4 Pokemon to just kill those 2. So that's not great, exactly. Well, no, we have 3 Pokemon dead, actually, sorry. 1, 2... Yeah, we have 3 Pokemon dead, we're bringing 4. And I guess we are bringing Togedemaru for this as well. And I guess technically Masquerain can also, like, do some stuff here by, like, doing Stun Spore or something, I guess. Boltzel also can, like, do damage here with Liquidation. Okay, so it's kind of fine. The fucking Blaziken, dude. Like, is there a way you can make this safe? I actually just don't know. Also, I should go into thinking mode if I'm being... If I was being smart here, I would in fact be thinking. That would make me think better. Dude, if we had Shell Armor on this... Not Shell Armor, sorry, Solid Rock. Solid Rock Caracosta could do kind of okay here, but we don't have that. Nothing we have outspeeds this at +1. We do one shot with Mudsdale. Unless we get burned. Musharna also one shots, but again, we're risking crit. I feel like we kind of don't have a choice, right? Like, we just have to bring Musharna and hope we don't get crit, and if we get crit, like... Do we just lose? Is this literally just like a 1 in 16 to lose the run? Because I'm not really seeing any other way out of this. Unless I bring both Mudsdale and Musharna somehow, but I don't know how that would be useful for us. Guess the answer would be Musharna here, yeah. It's kind of all I see, to be honest. It's just Musharna. If we can switch in on, like, not overheat, it would be so fine. CRR be like that sometimes. Yeah, like, from what I know, at least if you're doing Turtle CRR, like, you're fighting Blaziken, I just feel like there's nothing that's, like, safe here. Like, maybe Talonflame is, like, safe against this, if you can bait the Stone Edge, which, like, doesn't seem like the most difficult thing. To, like, bait something that isn't Stone Edge. I mean, we're doing that with Mienshao. I mean, to be fair here, we're not risking this on a crit entirely, right? If we're switching it on, like, not overheat, we actually have a kind of okay chance. No, never mind. We're always risking a crit, no matter what we're switching into. We're just also risking overheat 3% kill with, like, high rolls. So I guess it's, like, not a 1 in 16, but, like, a... I don't know, like a 1 in 15 chance to lose the run. And I don't think that, like, pre-damaging or Citrus Berry helps here. Well... No. Because I think, like, what if we pre-damage to, like, I don't know, 90%, and then if it uses overheat, we would always get put into... Like, if it uses overheat or Blaze Kick, we would always get put into, like, Citrus Berry range, but even then, we still don't live an overheat crit. Well, we sometimes do. But the problem is if it uses close combat, then we're on 40%. That might still be worth it, to be honest. I feel like that does increase our chances, doesn't it? Let's see, if it uses Blaze Kick, it is not a crit. We heal with Citrus Berry. We would then be able to survive an overheat crit. That only is a problem if it uses close combat, in which case a close combat non-crit would leave us at 45, or sorry, would leave us at 55, which would still keep us safe from overheat. Okay, actually, I think that's a smart idea. So let's do Musharna, Citrus Berry, 10% pre-damaged. Tanks anything tanks anything non-crit. If not CC, able to take overheat, crit, and kill. Kill with Psyshock. So what we're basically doing with this is we are allowing us to get... So we're either going to get close combat double crit, or we avoid... Wait, no. So we can either avoid double crit on... No, sorry, never mind, sorry. We can avoid one crit if it uses Blaze Kick or Overheat, or we just avoid no crits if it uses close combat. We always die to double crit, so that's just like tough life if that happens. That's just literally like... If we get double crit on Blaziken, like that's just karma, then like this run wasn't meant to be. Which like, I guess, you know, sometimes it just be like that. Obviously on this, it would then switch in Kingdra because we would most likely be at very, 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 very low HP. I don't think it would ever be Alcremie. Now, Kingdra. What have I written down for this? I wrote down in my notes, Torterra could wallbud with leftovers and Dragon Dance. I don't know for how long it could go on. Also ignore Sniper. Maybe Serena, if I can bait some scale shots to get defense drops, that could maybe help. Let's have a look at our two options then, I guess. So we have Serena or Torterra. Now, Torterra can switch in on most of these things, but obviously being part ground type doesn't really help. And like I said, thanks to Shell Armor, we could ignore Sniper. But between Dragon Dance and Leftover Recovery, it could just be problematic, because Mega Drain Recovery isn't much. Seed Bomb is a 3-hit KO. No, it's a 4-hit KO, because Leftovers, yeah. Mega Drain is a possible 5-hit KO. Storming Tantrum is a guaranteed 4-hit KO, just like Seed Bomb. I don't think a Miracle Seed really helps here. No, that's a Miracle Berry. Miracle Seed would make Seed Bomb a guaranteed 3-hit, and Mega Drain a guaranteed 5-hit. That's the question, right? The other option we have is Serena, where we do take a lot more damage from Scale Shot, and also if Sniper hits us, then like, we are just kind of dead. But we do have Trop Kick, and also Rapid Spin, but like Trop Kick is a guaranteed, well, it's not a guaranteed 3-hit, but yeah. The attack drops could come in very handy, is what I'm saying. I think it is safer. Actually, let's not forget that we also have Masquerain. If we could switch in Masquerain and Stun Spore, or Togedemaru and... No, because Togedemaru Liquidation would kill. We also have Mienfu, who actually outspeeds this. I think against Kingdra we have options, as long as it's... Wait, no, because Scale Shot is plus speed, I believe, right? Scale Shot is plus speed minus defense? Yeah, plus speed minus defense. So... if it uses Scale Shot, that's not great, but it would make it easier to kill with Torterra. Dragon Dance could become problematic, but I'm pretty sure. Like, how much attack would this need to, like... So now it's a 2-shot. Now it's a 2-shot. Okay, so +1 attack is already problematic, it seems like. Because we're gonna need a Miracle Berry. Okay, so this is one of those things that could just, like, be problematic if we get fucked, but, like, what do we do, right? It's just how it is, I guess. Kingdra comes in. Torterra kinda handles it most of the time. Torterra, Miracle Seed kinda handles it most of the time. And then on Alchemy, we have tons of options. Usually we go Togedemaru and just, like, kill it. We can also go Floatzel, we can go... I mean, fuck, Musharna handles this thing pretty well under Psychic Terrain. We have options for this thing. I don't think that there's much else we can do to plan here. I think that's kind of it. Yeah. Man, Floatzel is actually kind of decent now, but, yeah. Let's prep the team. It's looking quite different from what I had originally planned. There's some Pokemon on here that I thought wouldn't be, and some that I thought would be. But I guess that's how it goes. It's actually almost the same team we already had in the party. Let's see, so it would be a leading with Floatzy, then Masquerini, then Togedemaru, then Mienfii, then Musharni, then Torterra. Let's put the correct items in everyone. This is the most important one. Black glasses on Floaty. That's extremely important. Masquerain doesn't have an item. Is that required? If I give this, I don't know, an Assault Vest, it should still always not be knockoff. I don't think Triple Axle can freeze, can it? I don't think so. Not that it would matter here. So I guess Masquerain could also come in handy on Kingdra. You're just gonna get an Oranberry. Now. God, we're gonna be using so many citrus berries here. That's not good, but I don't see another way around it. Let's see. Togedemaru gets a citrus, a berry of citrus, especially because we have like fucking no citrus berries, but what are you gonna do? Mienshao also gets a citrus berry. Musharna gets a citrus berry, but also gets pre-damaged. And Torterra gets a Miracle Seed. Let's heal up. And let's go pre-damage Musharna. How do we pre-damage? Do we just like take damage from things, or is there pre-damage we can do at the gym? Remember a move, apply status. I guess we can do like apply status? Let's see. Pokemon Burn. How much damage is Burn? How much damage? Is that 1 in 16? Like 1/16th? But how much damage do you take per turn? 1/16th. How about Poison? How much damage do you take from Poison? I need it to be 10%. Is it 10%? No, not the type. Wait, no, not the type. No, I don't wanna... Okay, wait. So I guess let's look at fucking Poison Sting. May poison the target. Poisoning the target. There we go. How much damage from poison? Actually, wait. We can just, yeah, pre-poison walk around. Yeah, you're right. Wait. Sorry. I read that, and then I also read it from you, and I was like, wait, that makes so much more sense. So what HP do we need to be at for this to be like 10%? So if we're at 90%, that's 132. Script to pre-damage? Is there a script for that? I did not know that. That's 131. I mean, that's still fine, I guess. No, I want to be precise. That's maybe like... Maybe that's cringe, I don't know. I just want to be precise here. Yes, wonderful. Wait, actually, okay, let me just double check here. How precise do we need to be here? Okay. So actually a little less than 10%, but 10% is like the easiest number to remember here because I don't know if any rounding errors might happen. Do I actually have an anti... I mean, I have fetch up berries, right? And I have like basically infinite of them. Yeah, it's fine. So... 138, 7, 6, 5... 4, 3... Wait. Okay, it doesn't... 133, 132 is both 90%, but I'll take one more here. Just to be on the lower end of that. And then we do Pecha Berry. No, not hold. I want to actually use it. Might be a bad idea because, like, I can't buy Pecha Berries, but I can buy antidotes. So actually for the future, let me have some of those ready. I had antidotes ready. Well, I was stupid. There we go. Just to have them ready. And now let's make sure that everything is in fact as ready as can be. Togi, okay. So we have Black Glasses with Crunch, that's important. Persimberry. Why do you have a Persimberry? Why? No, you're supposed to have an Oranberry. I don't know why you have a Persimberry. That seems stupid. Don't do that. Is there a reason I gave you a Persimberry? There's nothing in my notes that gives me a reason to give this thing a Persimberry. So I think this thing does not need a Persimberry. And I think it's fine. You have your Citrus Berry, you have your Citrus Berry, you have your Citrus Berry, and you have your Miracle Seed. Miracle Seed. Not Berry. I don't know why that would matter. With your fucking minus attack nature. God damn it, dude. It's fine. Our Torterra is just like a little bit of a special boy. You know, he's just, he's a little bit of a special girl, special boy. Okay, let me export this team exactly as is with all the correct items. I'm so nervous. Orange, citrus, 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 miracle. Does that matter at all for you? Fuck, it actually does for Togedemaru. Because if I'm looking at how I'm killing this thing... I'm taking a lot of damage on Triple Axle. but I take more damage from knockoff. So actually, I think I might not want an item on Togedemaru here. I'm pretty sure if you get your berry knocked off, you don't get to eat it, right? Even if you go below. Knock off and berry. Okay, so for Cobbleberry that matters, but yeah. For Citrus Berry I would not get the healing before the berry is knocked off. So would it be worth it to remove the berry? It's a lot of knockoff is a lot of damage. Without a berry, we're only taking pretty... Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, Togi. You're gonna have to clutch up a little bit. No citrus berry for you. I'm so nervous, dude. If I beat this fight, and I'm not, like, crippled afterwards, right? If I'm not, like entirely fucked up, then this will be a new PB. If I can still keep playing the game afterwards, this will be a new PB. Let's do this. Let's do this. Gloves come off. Game goes on full screen. Are we ready for this? Black glasses, oran, no item, citrus, citrus, won't proceed. You have the no item? That's good. Okay. I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'll get. Am I ready? I'm ready as I'll get. Alright. How about a little battle? You say casually as if you're not about to commit absolute manslaughter on me. Well, I guess it's murder if it's intentional. We do have the floateasy. So at the very least we can simply outspeed, one shot with crunch. We do not have to worry about any of the screen shenanigans, any of the expanding force shenanigans. None of that. Serena comes out. By the way, I didn't talk about it, but sacrificial priority in this fight. I am willing to sacrifice Floatzel more than anything. I am slightly willing to sacrifice Masquerade and Mienfoo. I am very unwilling to sacrifice the rest of these Pokemon, however it doesn't look like I'll really get a chance to choose. This should always be Dropkick. We are going to go into Masquerade. Correct? Yes, we go into Masquerade. Awesome. Into him. -1 attack. There's the Dropkick. Now, this should always be triple Axle. We're going to get some good damage in with Marble's Iron Barbs. No item for you, sadly. Also, I forgot to save state. Wait, did it miss? Shit. Is that good or bad? What is it going to use now? It's actually still pretty likely to use Triple Axle or Knockoff. The two have a lot of overlapping roles. I could go Masquerade again, get another Intim, and risk getting Triple Axle crit. What's more worth it here? Because I really want that triple axle pre-damage, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really want to go on without it. And a second... But if we switch into... hold on. I'm gonna test it this way. At -2. Okay, you're still more likely to use triple axle than knockoff. Or knockoff and triple axle. Do I need Masquerade for anyone else in this fight? Maybe Kingdra? But like it's kind of fiction anyway. To switch this in on Kingdra. It's kind of fiction to use this against Alcremie. I'm gonna go get that second attack drop. I forgot that triple axle could miss. I thought that was changed in this ROM hack. Second Intim. It's -2 attack. Should we knock off? Okay, good. Oranberry's gone, that's fine. We're at half health. It's fine. Now it should see a kill with triple axle, should still be using it. And Togedemaru can get some really good chip damage in with this. It should, at least. God, stop! Okay. Fuck it, we're staying in. It is decently likely to use triple axle or knockoff. I actually think a Nuzzle here is worth it to get that speed drop and that potential for para-flinching. It should never be using low kick. We're like super light, so it doesn't really matter if it does. Is knockoff contact? It is. Okay, so we can still get some chip with this. I'm gonna keep an eye on crits. 72 is a knockoff crit kill. Triple axle crit is 66. It's not great, but we don't have much to play with here, so we just attack. We hope for some para-flinching. Triple axle, that's great, that's great, that's a lot of chip damage, that's a crit. That's not great. As long as it doesn't full crit. Well, if it full crits, we're still fine, but still. I think this means we can now kill it. Yes. We can now kill it. And we still have a lot of health for Alcremie, or at least a decent amount. Now, the line here tells me that it should be Weavile afterwards at this HP. I didn't really think about Pursuit. Would it be more worth it to switch out now? Hold on, I need to look something up. This is important now. I need to look at the Pursuit AI. You may look with me. So let's see. Fast kill is 12 or 14. If Pursuit can KO Playermon, plus 10. What? Is that like if it can KO with switching? If Playermon is below 20%, if it's below 40%, if we are not, it's plus 8. 50% North School boost. If AI is faster, additional plus 3. So we are currently... How much is 50? Oh, sorry, how much is 50 HP? That is exactly 50% for Togedemaru. So this should be at a plus 8, meaning 11. This should never click Pursuit over Fast Kill, which is Night Slash. Unless I don't understand the AI, which if I don't, then I guess I'm just fucked. Yeah, Pursuit is not currently a kill. I am pretty sure that this is how it works. Please don't have screwed this up, me. I think this is the first chance for it to go like kind of downstairs. Show me the Weavile. Good. Now show me Night Slash. And show me a non-crit. Show me a non-crit. Right? Yeah, on Night Slash, go me and Shao. Don't show me Pursuit. Okay, good. Night Slash. It's Night Slash. God damn it, dude. Pursuit AI is so scary. One crit. That's a crit. Okay. Now. Fuck. Okay. Icicle Spear can straight up kill us. Very easily. If it 3 hits, we're just dead. 3 hit Icicle Spear is just a kill. I think our best shot here. How much does Regenerator heal? 33%. So Mienfu would be healing 35 HP, putting it at 98. Yeah, this was a part of the fight that was always going to be risky. I'm going to go into Floatzel. Let's see how much Icicle Spear does. I am willing to sacrifice Floatzel to get a clean switch off. Okay, would have been a 3 hit, so we would have died to that. Night Slash is 78 damage, so we're basically always dead to Night Slash unless we get Omega lucky. This should never be Pursuit because we're not dead to Pursuit and we're not below 40%. Night Slash, max roll, if we don't get crit, would put us on 68. 68 HP. Which would allow us to live triple hit Icicle Spear without crits. Alternatively, if we let Floatzel die here, then we can live anything but 5 hit or forward with crits. With all crits. Now that is the question, isn't it? Are we going to try and stay deathless here? Or are we going to try and get a super risky kill here? Because if we lose the... I feel like it's too risky. Floatzel is useful. It's one of our fastest Pokemon. It can do a lot of things. But for the most part, it's not great. I don't know how much use it has after this. It basically doesn't have an ability because Water Veil is not an ability. Not even Swift Swim. It is max attack. We did just use a heart scale on it to make sure that it was max attack. It is one of like 2 Fake Out Pokemon we have because we got super unlucky when it came to Fake Out. So we would literally only be left with Mienshao and Togedemaru to Fake Out. And we also wouldn't have Aquajet priority except on Caracosta. But is Mienshao more useful? It is not as fast, but it's still pretty fast. It has Regenerator. It is more bulky, even if just slightly. Actually, I guess they have about the same bulk because less HP. I think we let Floatzel die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Floatzel. You were great. You were awesome. First death of the run. Honestly, Floatzel, you did hold up much better than I thought you would. Absolute MVP of the Roxanne fight, let's not forget that. We could not have beaten Roxanne without Floatzel. We used a candy on you, we used a heart skill on you, you've eaten up the most resources of any Pokemon in this entire run. And I don't regret a single one of it. Rip in peace, buddy. You will be remembered. That doesn't matter, sadly. It sadly does not matter. Because now it's just going to be using Pursuit. Does this ever matter? No, it doesn't. You know what? No, this does matter. Floatzel still dies, but this guarantees that Mienfoo will be able to kill the Weavile. Well, not guarantees, but like almost guarantees. But you know what, Floatzel? I respect hanging on. I respect it. I respect it a lot. Thank you, Floatzel. 07. First death of the run. Oh, that feels awful. But we had to do it. We had to. Is there anything that's better to switch in here than Floatzel? I don't think there is there? I mean, we have nothing that outspeeds this, so like... Yeah, like everything takes damage from this. I guess we... No, because Intimidate doesn't work on it, yeah. Mienfoo has to come in and not get crit or 5-hit here. Otherwise, Floatzel's death was in fact in vain. But like, let's just not see that happen. Don't do it. Hold it. Oh my god, Mango, you fucking god. I'm kind of sad now because we could have, in fact, just switched in Mango with those hits. We actually did have the luck required to not have either of them die, but this was like a lot more safe, and now we have Mango at full HP for the rest of the fight. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Floatzel. Oh, it feels so bad. We were getting on so well with no deaths. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Close Combat, Overheat, and Blaze Kick all have overlapping roles. We want to see Blaze Kick or Overheat. We do not want to see Close Combat. If we see Blaze Kick or Overheat, then we can take a crit. If we see Close Combat, we can no longer take a crit. Show us not Close Combat and show us no crits. No Close Combat, no crits. That's Overheat. Don't crit. I think we're now safe. Maybe? That does not look safe. Okay. We did get high rolled, which is not great. We are safe from some Overheat crit rolls. Not all of them, but about half of them. So half the time if we get crit, Musharna wins. Musharna, hold on tight. Let's Blaze Kick. I think that means we win. Because even Blaze Kick crit doesn't do anything. Does Blaze Kick have a chance to flinch and I'm like super lucky here? Better not have. It has a high crit rate and may burn. I don't think that would have mattered. Burn might have mattered. Crit into burn might have mattered in terms of like the damage taken. But Musharna held on. Out comes the Kingdra. What are you using? Okay, Scale Shot and Liquidation can both kill. It's never Iron Head. So this should never be Dragon Dance. I don't think it's ever worth it to switch in Masquerain here. It's never worth it to switch in Togedemaru here. I think we just go straight Torterra. How does Mango do here, actually? Not great, no. Not great. No. We do actually outspeed if this thing does not Scale Shot, but that's kind of fiction. Let's just go Torterra. We brought him for a reason. That's what you're here for. Switching into Iron Head here would be nicer, but yeah. Yeah, Psychic Terrain, that's why we can't use priority moves. If we could use priority moves, this fight would be a lot more simple. That's a lot of fucking damage, Jesus, okay. We don't kill with 3 Mega Drains, we do kill with 3 Seed Bombs. Another Liquidation. Oh, the defense drop, okay, that's a problem. We are now dead to Liquidation. Meaning we have to switch. Do we just lose now, actually? Hold on. We're dead to Liquidation always. Can we ever switch this in safely again? How much HP are you at? About 68. Two Drain Punches have a good chance to kill. Assuming we don't get crit. We could also sack Masquerain here. We're not dead to crit Liquidation. And we could potentially get a clean switch into Masquerain, into Mienshao. Is it worth it? It's our only Intimidate Pokemon. We literally don't have another one. Alternatively, we have Vivillon, so we still have a Bug Flying type. But without Intimidate. Our other option would be hard Mienshao. We're risking crit either way. I think this is worth it. If we get crit, we're using Mienshao. If we get crit on Masquerain, we're keeping Mienshao even if we later get crit on it. God, this fucking fight is so difficult. I'm never doing another turtle run, dude. No crit. Nice. We are taking a lot of leftovers recovery here, which I don't love. This can now be 34, 30, 22. It can never be Iron Head. It could be Scale Shot or Liquidation. I don't think this should ever be Dragon Dance. Scale Shot is fine as long as we don't crit. We don't get crit. 3 times. Defense drop. It now outspeeds us and everything we have. But we kill with 2 Drain Punches. Assuming we don't get crit here with Sniper. We eat our Citrus Berry, that's very good. That's why we have this. Still not safe from the crits. Okay, another -2 defense. Or another -1 defense, rather. This could be up to 90% damage. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mango. Out comes Alcremie, +1 special defense. This can be stored power or dazzling gleam. It can be either one. Both do pretty high damage here to us, because we got kind of walled out. I want to see stored power here, but I can't really guarantee it. There's nothing I can really do to guarantee any kind of damage here. Okay. What's the plan? We can do at most 26% damage to this with a Drain Punch. It is far more likely. It's 75% to use Gleam instead of Stored Power, but I kind of want it to be using Stored Power. But I don't think there's a way to force it. How much HP are we on Togi? 50. This is 20 damage, this is 27 damage at most. There's a good chance we live 2 hits from either one. On Musharna, what am I looking at? We're looking at 42 damage. Or 15 damage. If we go into Musharna and we don't get crit, it might actually be using... No, because that's guaranteed to Gleam. I think we just kind of have to go hard Togi here, hope for no crit. And for stored power, it's Gleam, that's not great. That is not great. Okay, 25 exactly. It's now always going to use Dazzling Gleam because it sees a kill. So here's what can happen. A few things can happen here. This is such a risky fight, my god. Okay, a few things can happen. Number 1, we get an Iron Head flinch. If we flinch it, we win. Number 2, we get... we just survive the roll, so... If we are at 25% or at 25 HP, then this is a 40% chance to kill, just about. So we have a 10% flinch chance. Or is Iron Head 10 or 20%? What is Iron Head's flinch chance? 30% flinch chance. Okay, so we have a 30% flinch chance, a 1 in 16 crit chance, and surviving 40%. Our best shot is literally just to stay in and, like, attack. Everything else would be more risky. Togedamaru, please, Marble. You may have been 0 defense, but you've been great. Because you're a Togedamaru. Hold it. Please hold it. It happens. It happens. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This fight is kind of impossible, riskless. What are you going to do? I didn't see what HP this was at. Okay, it's basically dead. So we can use Mango, we can use Skater. Mango does more damage. Rip Marble. Very big rip. Is my stream dead? Oh god damn it, no. Stream? Are you here? Okay, stream's here. It looked like it was lagging for me. Thanks, wow, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for the item finder, wow. Do you have a revive? Do you have like a Nuzlocke allowed revive I can use? First 2 deaths of the run, and both of them hurt. Both of them hurt so much. Should have brought Carnivine, honestly. Should have brought Carnivine. I am sad. I am now saddened. I made it pretty far without any deaths. I think I did make some mistakes in planning for this fight. I should have had a better plan for Kingdra than just like use Twig and hope for like low rolls or whatever. That was not a good plan. Masquerain and Mango both pulled through so fucking hard, by the way, these two. Incredible. Floatzel made it an almost guaranteed win on Weavile. Musharna, by the way, holding on the Blaziken. Incredible. It's your last Pokemon, that's true. Floatzel. Absolute MVP of the Roxanne fight. I'm not gonna shit on the Buizel encounter anymore. I often shit on it when I get it in Slateport, but like, man, this thing pulls through if you need it. This thing can really pull through. Love you, Floatzel. Togedemaru, you're like the best Pokemon in the game, but even you can't escape fate. You've been great even with your, let's be honest here, subpar stats for what you're supposed to be doing. The rest of your stats were great, so really I have no complaints. It's gonna really suck without a Steel type. It's gonna really suck without a Steel type. We are in fact going to have to do our best to look for one. But hey, we have done it. We did do it. My god. This is officially my PB, I would say. My team is not looking... I mean, it's looking great, let's be honest here, right? Like 2 deaths on CRR total. That's like a pretty good record. I've never had that good of a record with deaths. Togedemaru does hurt. It really hurts losing Togi, but I genuinely don't think there was anything else we could have done. There was no other strategy that could have saved us anything there that would have been like less risky. This was the least riskiest strategy and we just got unlucky. And you know, sometimes that's just how the marble rolls. Sometimes that's just how the Togedemaru crumbles. For next stream, did anything interesting happen? We lost 2 Pokemon. We lost our Marble. Marble's dead. Rippin' Pepperoni. You were distracted by crying. Honestly, mood. What's a good scenery for a graveyard here? I guess Poké Center. Yeah, they get that's heaven. They get to be in Poké Center heaven. Yeah, but that's just how it is sometimes. Listen, our box is still absolute. This is literally the only bad Pokemon in our box. The rest of our box is so incredibly cracked. The best thing, by the way, that I didn't even really like realize, because we already have Basculin, once we get Surf, we can get one of the only ghost types available in the whole game, which is going to be incredible. If we can make it that far, because that's like fucking post-Flannery, which like, I've never made it that far. This is my new PB. How many more encounters until we can get Altering Cave? I actually don't know. I don't know when we get Altering Cave. Where is Altering Cave? Altering Cave. I don't know where that actually is. Route 103. But like where on Route 103? Ah, over here on Route 103. I see. So it would be... Yeah, we would have like 3 fights, and then whatever amount of these is blocking Altering Cave, I don't know. There's a total of 7 more fights, and then it's gym time again. I also forgot to save. I should save. As sad as it is, I should absolutely save the game. Actually, before I do something else here, let's turn the music back on. Save the game, save state the game, and you know what this actually, what time it is? Might be not the time for celebration, but we do have a new level cap, which means new moves, no evolutions, I believe, because we're kind of already fully evolved on everything. Everything we can still evolve is like item evolutions, but hey, maybe there's some moves we get here that might make me less sad. What do we get? Giga Drain instead of Mega Drain? Hell yeah. We take that. Could have been useful against the Kingdra, but you know. Muddy Water for Squishy. Is that 100 accuracy here? It's not. But it's still probably better than Water Pulse. Even if that's not 100 accuracy, that's still pretty good. Schnoot I know is actually worth delaying until we get Ice Beam, ideally. Anti-Grav actually gets another special move here, which is kind of nice. Harshly lower special attack. I don't really care. It's not entirely something I care about. Powder actually stayed alive. Or not Powder. Vivillon stayed alive, so Powder is not required to do everything now, but we do get Knockoff. Which I actually think most of the time is going to be better than Night Slash, I'm not going to lie. Basically, every Pokemon holds an item. And, like, it's just... It's going to be even more than just a coverage move this way. I'm sad about Floatzel. Like, I'm especially sad about Togedemaru because, you know, Togedemaru... It's genuinely a Pokemon you can bring to every fight, right? Like, if you have a problem... Most of the time Togedemaru can at least help solve it. Even if it's something that has a ground or a fighting move, because, like, you can still use Togedemaru for pivoting. I'm gonna miss the little rat. I'm gonna miss the rodent. Liquidation! Hey, finally. Can lower defense and may lower defense. Wow, is this just the same move? Just better? Alright. I mean, Razor Shell might be... I think Razor Shell... Is it increased by sharpness, or is Razor Shell literally just, like, worse? Super Fang cuts HP in half. I'm gonna learn it over Brick Break, even if for no other reason than we can just like relearn Brick Break whenever we want. Like there's no reason to save it over a different move. Bulb still just stuck with all electric moves. Nothing interesting. Anything new for third? Mega Kick. No thank you, I would say. It's gonna be a no thank you from me. Not enough accuracy for me to care about that. Nothing new for Serena. You think it is? Alright. Because I thought that's why Aqua Cutter was made, just so that there was like a water move that was buffed. Then we have Basculin. Man, I guess we have like exactly 18 Pokemon now, right? Exactly 3 rows. Interesting. Yeah, we have exactly 3 rows of Pokemon now. That's kind of fun, at least. Not worth it losing 2 Pokemon over, but you know. It's something. It's a silver lining. I'm so sad about those two. Floatzel did so good, dude. What an absolute MVP in this run. 80% to do sleep or... Yawn. It isn't buffed? No, I didn't. It is? Okay, never mind. It is. I believe you. I mean, I guess Aqua Cutter is like increased crit rate, whereas Razor Shell is defense drop, so they are still different in that regard. 80%, you say. We do have Wise Glasses, right? Not Wise Glasses. Item locations, hold on. Held items. Wide lens. How much is wide lens for an accuracy increase? It is 10%. So we could have a 90% accurate sleep move versus 100% but it takes a turn. Yeah, like nothing gets Razor Shell and Sharpness, so it barely matters. I actually think Yawn is better. Because typically what we can do is we can press Yawn, then Moonlight, and then we can switch out and get a completely safe sleep turn and switch. So I actually think Yawn on Musharna specifically is actually better. Correct me if I'm wrong, I guess, but yeah. Does Mango get anything new? Me? What the fuck is me first? The foes attack with greater power. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that ever is going to matter. That's gonna be like a strategy for like a single niche fight or something. Scald! You don't say. I can now fish for burns. That's interesting. Okay. That's a move. Brave Bird. That's a pretty good move. I think that's actually worth learning. Recoil moves are actually kind of doable to play around in this game. Power Gem. Over Rock Slide? No thanks. You're a physical attacker. Dumbass. Wait. Sorry, do I actually want to level up Basculin? Basculegion gets Shadow Ball at level 41. I don't think I want to level up Basculegion, do I? Basculin? What's the level cap after Winona? Hold on. Winona. Or sorry, after Flannery. Flannery is when we get Surf. That would be 65. Which means we actually exactly get access to Poltergeist. But I'd rather have Spirit Shackle, which is level 49. I'm gonna actually keep Wog at level 40. Because Shadow Ball might be kinda nice to have. Yeah. Yeah. We will lose out on Head Smash. But that's fine, because that's 80 accuracy, and I don't want to use an 80 accuracy move. Lovely, because 75 to Blink 90. Yes, certain moves have had their accuracy adjusted in this game. Basically every move that had like 90 accuracy has been just made to 100, because no one likes losing their run to like a 90 accuracy move not hitting. Especially since there's basically no fucking physical rock moves with 100 accuracy. So yeah, a bunch of moves have had their accuracy buffed. It's actually very, very nice. Because it means you can use a lot of Pokemon much more consistently. And like, there are still some low accuracy moves, like for example, Head Smash, or like the Powder moves that have been turned to 90 accuracy, or like 80 accuracy, where it's still risky to use them, but might be worth it if you're insane. Yeah. Okay. Didn't get much in terms, like a lot in terms of like great new stuff, but you know. We also weren't scammed or anything. We still got good stuff out of all this. Good moves out of the level up and stuff. That's insane. I mean, yeah. There's a reason why Hisuian Arcanine is great. Or Dreadnought, you know, 100% accurate Rock Slide are, turns out physical rock types can actually be really good if they can actually just, like, hit their fucking moves. It helps a lot. Let's remove all Pokemon from all boxes here. Import. 100%. And the next trainer we're gonna go up against is this one. Though I will not do that today. This was a long day, stressful day, and yeah. The deaths hurt, but I am also kind of ecstatic at the fact that I made it this far with only 2 deaths, and like losing Pokemon on Cycling Road Rival, while not inevitable, in a turtle run is just so incredibly likely. So I'm still happy with the outcome. I'm proud of myself. And probably tomorrow will be more Run and Bun. I want to see how far I can take this. Maybe it'll just be Run and Bun streams the whole week, who knows? I do have some other games planned. I know that we just beat 9 Souls. However, I have a new Metroidvania that I saw that could be very fun. It's called Worldless. I know nothing about it, but it had great reviews. Also, obviously, still have Teardown to play, if that's something people still like. I don't know, people don't seem to watch those streams, but I really enjoy the game, so I'm still gonna do it. Nothing's gonna stop me. And apart from that, you'll just have to see what is upcoming. You know what, actually? I will do one thing before we end the stream. One singular thing. Because I'm in the mood for it. Close all this, close all of that. Go over to my Streamlabs and... yeah. Why don't we do a round of Showdown? Why not? Why don't we do that? The team that I've been using, by the way, the VGC team, apparently a player in Germany just won a big tournament with basically the exact same team, except they were using Magmar instead of Electabuzz. But yeah, it turned out my friend and I, Raishi, we built literally a team currently winning the German championship, but like naturally, like I literally have the stream as a, you know, to show that it did in fact work. The winning team. Alright. I've only lost 1 game so far with this team, but let's see if that can happen again. Alright. What are we up against? Let's see. I don't think that King Gambit's gonna be quite useful here. Also, of course, gonna say good luck, have fun. Even though you can't see the chat, I still want to type that up because that's just nice to do. I feel like Sneasler would be quite useful here. I don't know about Primarina, but this is a rain team, so probably would be nice to have. I don't know how useful Dragapult is going to be in this team. I think a good opener here, considering they might pull some shenanigans with Intimidate here, would be Electabuzz, Rillaboom. We can then switch in Sneasler if needed, or Primarina, and we can also do some really decent damage to Pelipper if it's out. I think that's gonna be our strategy here. Okay. Interesting. This is most likely Friend Guard. And if I had to guess, it's probably Bulk Up. Now... This could also be Pop Bomb, to be honest. I kind of want to Electro Web here, but I also think Taunt on Mousehold could be quite good if this is in fact a set with Follow Me. And then I can... I don't really want to Rage Fist into... or I don't want to like hit the Annihilate because of Rage Fist. Kinda want to just go Primarina here, to be honest. I think that's the smartest choice. Because then we can just like Hyper Voice here. Interesting, okay. Double Protect. Interesting. Well, I think I got more out of that than they did. Now he's obviously smart to my shenanigans, so I think what I'll do now is Follow Me and Moonblast. There's nothing you can switch in here that can really take a Moonblast like that easily. Well, but if you follow me here as well... I think we just taunt again into the Mouse Hold slot, to be honest. Fire, okay. Ooh, okay, okay. So we're doing Rage Fist shenanigans. I see what this is. Rage Fist, okay. That's a bit of an issue. That's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a problem. So let's follow me and Rock Slide here. I should have Stellared, god damn it. That's still good damage. Okay, that's a crit. We got lucky. Pop Bomb. Oh, if that kills, we're gonna be in trouble. Okay, I think we lose now. I think we lose. Because now it's gonna be Rage Fist into Sneasler, yeah. That's gonna be a GG's. Still gonna play it out though, I'm not a coward. Well, that's my second loss with this team on stream, because obviously didn't expect the fucking Terra into like Pop Bomb. That was not a strategy I was expecting, but that's interesting. That's interesting to keep in mind, I suppose. A nice little gimmick strat, I think. But now that I've seen it, I will never fall for it again, hopefully. But I guess this is why you should accept Open Team Sheet, huh? Because I feel like a lot of the time, you know, you gain more information than they do. To allow for a second turn... Beat up Rage Fist? Yeah, that's fair. I just didn't realize that that's something they could do with Terra, but you know... SV is not my most played generation, so... in terms of strategies, I am not the most knowledgeable. Either way. I'd rather take a loss here than in... Oh, whoops. I'd rather take a loss here than in Run and Bun. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for witnessing my incredible strategies. And hopefully I'll see you from a Run and Bun tomorrow. And yeah, still working on videos. Still got all that going. You know what? Actually, before I end stream, one thing I'm going to do. Because as I always am, I went to the shelter on Sunday, and I want to show you something amazing for the people who stick around till the end. It's always a little reward. There was a new pigeon baby. You can still see he's got like the little feathers from he's got the little feathers from when he was like just like the baby feathers, you know, the chick feathers. Very interested in us when we were cleaning. This one was very not shy. Felt like it was almost gonna like jump on us. Adorable little guy. Absolutely adorable. There you go. That's your little reward for sticking around till the end. I like making sure that there is one. For some reason. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for chatting as always. And I'll see you tomorrow or in the next stream. Bye!